the wicked them a holla. Say the wicked them a mad. When comes and blow now. Hey, 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 hey. Watch the wicked them a holla. Say the wicked them a mad. When comes and blow now. Jesus, are you balance? Trouble. Watch out. Watch you wicked them a holla. Say the wicked them a mad. When comes and blow now. Hey, 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 hey. Watch you wicked them a holla. Say the wicked them a mad. When comes and blow now.
So why you come to me with that foolishness, you know? You elect a prime minister, and is a prime minister run the country. It is time we learn to hold our leaders accountable for their actions and stop making excuses for them. Stop making excuses. Otherwise, go elect the people who really run in the country. And I don't want the right side that stupid argument. Hold the people you elect accountable and stop making excuses for them.
Hello, welcome. Happy Friday to everyone. Happy Friday to our silent supporters. Happy Friday to our happy Friday to everyone in the chat. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate each and every one. Happy Friday to our silent supporters. Tonight's topic is Time Longer Than Rope with your host, Mystic Sensation, which is Anne-Marie and Baron. And we should be joined shortly by Melting Pot. Remember, guys, when you come in, thumbs up the live, share us out if you can. And if you're new to the channel, please show some support by subscribing. That will be greatly appreciated. And a special shout out to all our channel members and to all our moderators. Let me just quickly welcome those in the chat: Doris McCoy, Elaine Turner, Falmouth Girl 2, Patel Cruikshank, Beverly, George Beckford, Lynette Jenkins, Seaga McCarthy, Jonathan Johns, Damian Goss, Gloria Blyden, Carmen Robinson, Fourth Jenna Jerome, it just jumped, Jonna Starr, Cornet Sterling, Tafarai Stanbury, Carol Hewitt. I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss anyone because it just jumped. Okay. Fiona Burnett, welcome, blessings, happy Friday. Thank you so much for tuning in. Without any delay, I am going to hand over to Baron.
All right. Once again, thank you, Lady Mystic, for that welcoming presentation there. All right. Also, I want to say big thanks for all the people in the chat, and of course, thanks to all the people who tune in to be a part of Mystic Sensation this evening. Now, having said that, earlier today on my previous live, we had gone through NHT, the National Housing Trust, and we had realized as it relates to the predicament that the National Housing Trust is in. While the Prime Minister is speaking that the trust is awash with money, as according to what Fritz Jackson is saying, the respective persons in authority of the NHT is saying otherwise, that NHT has no money, right, in terms of assisting Mr. Fitz Jackson with his request as it relates to the project that he wanted to do, right? And we have an inconsistency there. But when we go deeper and we look into Andrew Holness' administration, what I am seeing between, the short space of time, because I'm now looking on other areas, right? And one of the focus comes in mind is the Sparks program. And we have seen similarity with the Sparks program. So what is happening here? It appears as if all the programs, right, particularly the programs that has to deal with billions of dollars, because when it comes to Andrew Holness, he's out of the realm of millions of dollars now. He's in, the area of billions of dollars. We realize, right, that most of those programs, budget overruns and, right, a lot of problems with them as it relates to checks and balance and accountability. And most of these programs, right, has not garnered any success. Let me rephrase that. Most of these programs have not garnered any success. But the consistency of poor management breakdown, checks and balance, and transparency. That is what we are seeing. So let me just bring up something and show you. Remember that we touched NHT. Now we are going to take a look right in the Sparks program and you will see the similarity that happened with the NHT, right, is happening with the Sparks program. And not only with the Sparks program, it is happening with several projects undertaken by the GLP administration. It is just everywhere. The similarity of limited checks and balance, the similarity of corruption is permeated all over Andrew Holness administration. But before we proceed, let us have Brother Melting Pot, as usual, meet and greet his people. Brother Melting Pot.
Yes, sir, Lord Byron. Greetings
Blessings.
and blessings to everyone, Pleasant good night all over. Bless up the people in the chat group, as usual. People them down in the ground zero, enough love and respect. And all the blood and fire come with them right around the world, Big up the fans them in the UK. Big up the fans them in Canada and America. And all the blood and fire come with them in the 2 Mile region. Enough love and respect. Big up to the host, Sir Lord Byron.
Blessings.
And Marie, technical director. Tonight a Friday night, and another version of the Mystic Sensation live. So, we are going to the studio and we are going to beat some topic like PhD and all them topic there. So before, we continue, to say here, there, and everywhere, just make we give umbrella greetings.
Yes.
One and a, yeah, man, and to the People's National Party representative, I say, keep up the good work, It's been a blessing to see the transformation of how the People's National Party representative them represent themselves in a parliament. So right now, before any further ado, I'm going to hand back the floor to the host.
All right. Thank you much, Brother Melting Pot, for that. And this is now becoming seriously concerning. Now, and if we do some comparisons with the People's National Party, right, you don't have these problems, right, seems to be plaguing the People's National Party when it's in power, when it comes to, those series of, poor checks and balance and system breakdown. And, you just don't have that in the People's National, when the People's National Party is in governance. You really don't have it. And we find this very troubling. Now, particularly under the Andrew Holness administration, some serious situation with, the breakdown of checks and balance. And to me, it appears as if these breakdowns really and truly are deliberate, right? A deliberate strategy, right? To achieve whatever ulterior motives, right? We have seen where, someone called me, one of my subscribers called me earlier today and said, Mystic, you need to do, right, a mapping, some research as it relates to particularly Andrew Holness administration for those politicians who came into power, right, under the Andrew Holness era, right? What was their status in terms of their wealth, and compare it to then and now. Obviously, we know that the man at the helm, as it relates to his status, coming in to, coming into the politics, we knew very well, we all know that he came from a very poor background, right? He came from, as a matter of fact, we have the evidence as it relates to him leaving university, right? Where he couldn't even pay, right, student loans. And that within itself is defining, right, Andrew Holness' economic status at that time. And clearly, between then and now, in terms of that, period, Andrew Holness, right, is now definitely a billionaire. But, for quick assessment, right, no other prime minister or no other politician was able to achieve what Andrew Holness had achieved as it relates to, him getting into the politics and now, right? No other politician had received that. Okay, that's who? Oh, let me put on Mr. March. Let me talk to him. All right. Before I proceed any further, let me just talk to Brother March. Brother March, thank you for calling.
Good, man.
How you doing, my brother?
Yeah, man. Good night.
Blessing.
Good night. Better, man. Better. Why? How many more will have to suffer?
I'm telling you, Brother March.
How many more will have to die? Don't ask me why.
My brother.
I think me know why. Because we put a government, and me say we, even though I never vote for them, but
yes,
it's collective. So me have to say we vote for a government who love to talk about,
yes,
meet the judge or meet Jamaica.
Yes.
And I was watching TVJ News a short while ago, and a certain hypocrite coming to talk about the police is to preserve life and property and all that. So I think you can't guess who that hypocrite is.
Mark Shields?
Eh?
Is it Mark Shields?
No, man. No, sir.
I could have
that. Big hypocrite.
Oh!
You meet the judge or meet Jamaica.
Oh, you mean the Prime Minister?
Meet the judge.
The Prime Minister?
No. The Prime Minister.
Huh?
No. You tell me, first time if any confrontation with police and bad man, you hear that man was shot and under police guard at hospital.
Yes.
When last you hear that?
Not under Andrew Holness administration. Not under Andrew Holness administration. I will say that to you.
And less amount reaching the court now. Less amount of alleged bad man going to court nowadays. They are going to the morgue.
Yes. You're perfectly right with that.
That's what we see right now. Now, I look at a case. Recently, there was a dinner where the president attended in the United States. And some madman, or whoever he be, shut up the place. You know what the FBI and the Secret Service and all of them big police they do? They make sure they catch that man and carry me in alive.
Yes.
And we love to talk about things what happening in other parts of the world. Right? No. Why it can't happen in Jamaica? You know what would that make that man if that ever happened in Jamaica? That man, Andrew Holness did say, if you want to go to bed and leave your door open and wake up the next morning and still be alive.
Yes.
Me not get it good. You want to wake up and still be alive. Me don't know. Me don't know how that go. But me know nothing like that now happen. In Jamaica, that man dead. The police no want you not they don't want to investigate anything from him. Who sent him? You mad or whatever. Our police just go to kill you. Why our police they not come with a warrant, ask you to come out, and if you not come out, then circle your house and call for backup. Them not do that. Them come kick off your door and come in, and when they come in, they them say you and them have confrontation and they shoot you, kill you. And they do that at all times. And every kid only do one story. Let me ask you something, man. Tell me something. You see jeep with 6 policemen in there with them 16 guns. And you want the command at all time, I go challenge the police.
Crazy.
And then the police come and talk to them, take evasive action. Come in your house. They're not supposed to come in your house. Right? As far to women know if they come
without a warrant. They're not supposed to come without a warrant.
Without a warrant.
Yes.
They come with warrant and you now come out. So, to like how them do the big man up at top. Because when the big man up at top, them now come out, you know. Then wait him out, you know, then surround him out, you know. When them come for the liquor man, you know, them kick off the door and them come in, and when them come in, then kill you and go tell one lie for you. Nobody camera. Nothing to prove anything.
Marshy, remember say Marshy, remember say no, remember say warrant don't work for the work for the poor man, you know. No. Oof, brim, shoot him down. That's it. Then Exactly.
gone. And then the Minister of National Security, who dare not put him foot on the United States soil. Oh, you have a somebody like that who can't reach a United States. You have another member in our parliament in can't go United States. His name James Robertson. Can't go United States. Why? And you have man like Horace Strong, a Minister of National Security, where let me tell them if them don't know. So Ruel Castro, whether I'm guilty or not, I don't know. The time come that the Americans say we want you, you know. At 94, you know.
Yes.
If you ask me, I don't believe now where them are do still, you know. But these guys must understand that, you know, when the American have high fire, you know, you know, not get away if you get away unless you're dead quick, you know.
I hope Andrew wants to take a note out of that book.
And a man was on the well on some program yesterday, and you were talking about Batman. The man said, "Alright, Chang, where will I Batman them, you know? Then they're in place, you know. Him know them, you know. You know, say, Alright, Chang can't tell me something about the Stone Crusher gang.
Oh yes.
He can. He know a lot, you know. These guys, you can't put criminal to oversee criminal. How you do it? Eh? I will keep doing the one thing over, brethren, and come out with the same story. And let me tell you, I start a last faith in Indicom, you know, because Indicom is not an independent body, you know. You have to remember the police, them are Indicom, you know. Just me, a part of them, Indicom, a police, and all the cases them were Indicom, I investigate. Look at it. How much of them now? We have how much case gone to here?
There are several cases that they are investigating. There are several cases that they are investigating, but as you rightly said, they don't seem to have the sting anymore as it relates to the previous. What was the name of the previous guy who used to run Indicom?
I think William the name. I think Terrence William. I can't remember.
I don't remember his name. Yes.
He not care this thing again.
Yes.
And the police them, because the police them know what going on, you know. Them just out there to kill, you know. That's all they are out there for. And what if people that accident on pan woman them they know, you know.
Oh Lord.
You know them about, because remember say police then shoot one 4-year-old or 4 months. 4 months or 4-year-old boy down a Montego Bay did a fire shot off a politician, then kill him in the house. You remember? 4-year-old boy. Remember, I want people here with Mr. Good. This 4-year-old boy did a shoot off a police.
Marsh, no easy. Marsh, no easy at all.
Everybody with them shoot, you know. Everybody with them shoot, you know. In the confrontation, I shoot this man, I shoot off of them, you know.
Yeah, even the 4-year-old.
Yes, I shoot off of them.
Yes.
So, when I look at how they treat this woman with them killed with a dog car licked down a dog outside of my gate some years ago. And me and the neighbor decided so we can't make the dog stay there because that's how we live. So I'm going to stink up the place.
Yes.
And the neighbor dig a hole. And me and the neighbor lift up the dog. And when we lift up the dog, we throw the dog in the hole. You know, when we see them lift up the woman, believe you me, man.
That come to mind.
When we see them lift the woman, you know. I saw it come to me, oh, when it lift the dog, you know.
Yes.
Believe me, no, man. Believe me. I saw them do the woman. Let me tell you, life is a sacred thing, you know. The body will, God make man in his image and one likeness and breathe the breath of life, you know. A life, a body, God created it is sacred, you know. And the brute, after they kill the woman, you know. After they kill the woman, that's how they treat the woman. They just lift up the body and toss it. Which means that even though the woman gets shot and she was unconscious, if there was a chance for her to go to the hospital and survive, it can't because they finished killing her.
Yes, exactly.
They don't preserve the crime scene.
Exactly.
Because they want to make sure that the woman is dead. And the Prime Minister tonight I come talk and not talk. Remember that him tell the police them to go do it.
Marshy, hold on. Briefly in summary, right? Briefly in summary. briefly. Tell us what the Prime Minister said. Because earlier in Marshy, when I carried the program as it relates to the shooting of the American citizen at the airport, and I said, Jamaica, as it relates to the Prime Minister, the Minister of National Security, and the Commissioner of Police, they have not spoken anything as it relates to Buju. But you are going to hear, you understand, them come out in quick response. So tell us what the Prime Minister said in your brief comments.
Oh, well, I'm listening to the Prime Minister because I look like someone there that talk because I mean I see the Jamaica flag behind him, start him dead at that.
Okay.
So he was saying that like in my word, investigation will have to go on. You know things like that because you know what I find it difficult to listen to the Prime Minister. It's very difficult because the Prime Minister himself have one from what you call the happy lie syndrome.
Exactly. Only see if we can find a clip there and see if we can
cannot talk
play
truth. He's a stranger to the truth. So
exactly.
That's what he was saying. I'm talking about the police there to protect and so on, which is not true. Which is not true. I find it difficult to quote with the Prime Minister because I said the Prime Minister has to lie. You cannot believe a word that the Prime Minister say, you know, so.
All right, Marshy, me say the amount of person what they call Marshy. All right, let me give you a minute to wrap up and we get to some of those people.
Well, we can't trust the Prime Minister. Where the Prime Minister after his first budget, in the first budget, after the election, I'm going to put 2,500 on the minimum wage. When he come, he only put one. Right? And you could go on and on. Remember from long time when him tell him first 100 days. Yes. And if you start to name the lie them with the Prime Minister,
you can't
stop. So don't trust the Prime Minister.
You can't stop. Are you so right?
Let me give you that chance.
All right. Thank you, Marshy. This program tonight is going to be very interesting, you know. Okay, here's Sister Winnie. Yes, Sister Winnie. Right. Go ahead, Sister Winnie. I've seen you calling, but Brother Marshy was engaged. Yes, Sister Winnie, go ahead.
Good night, madam.
Good night, my sister.
Mr. Melting Pot, Mr. Mystic.
Yes.
You know what? Before long, it's not the people going to start trouble, you know, it's the young men. It's going to be something we don't want to happen in Jamaica. Yeah, because these young men is watching their fellow men getting killed by the police for nothing. If you're a criminal, why don't you take me in? You know why they're killing those people? Because they have secret for Andrew and John. And they know each one of them got secret for them, and they're taking them out that they weren't able to talk. Majority of them, not some of them. You know what I mean? They know what is going on, but it's going to be bad. It's going to be bloodshed in Jamaica.
It's terrible, Sister Winnie.
You was going to do it. Andrew said in a point, in something you write when he was young, that he's going to be assassinated.
So yes, I think I have some understanding in terms of what you said. that he made that self-prediction.
Yes, he did in a book, in a writing he did.
Yes.
And that's what he wants to happen to him. He wants to go down as a martyr, but you will not go down. You will go down as a disgraced one. You understand? You treat the Jamaican people like that. If you, okay, we do wrong, take us in. But why you do dirting them? Why are you do that? You would like somebody to do that to your 3 sons? Huh? Revenge is mine, said the Lord. You climb very high. You cannot go any more higher than that. But Andrew, when you fall, you're going to be like a ripe breadfruit that bursts when you drop. Stop treating the Jamaican people like dog. Because you is a dog and you're treating them like a dog. You're disgusting. You and that piece of Chinese man that can't travel nowhere. Because in WikiLeaks he's a drug runner and a coke pusher. And you making him, he shouldn't be in parliament. A man like that should never be in parliament.
And you're right, Sister Winnie, cannot have them allegation there over him head. In any truthful democracy, he would have never been.
No way. You got the one that Rosie talk about. He shouldn't be in there.
Donovan Williams.
Every one of them collect donation money and don't anything but in their bank account. That old lady, she's about 19. What's her name, Babsy?
Babsy Grange.
She's about 90. What is she doing in Parliament? Huh?
Good question, Sister Winnie.
I can't believe Jamaica gone such to the dog. We were such a proud nation. Let me give you a quick thing and I'm going. In the UK, many years ago, in the 60s, there was a Belgian man come from Barbados to the UK. At the airport, a white man went to box him just because he didn't like the look of him. A Jamaican man stand up to him and said, box him back. He said, he hold the Belgian man and box the white man. And he said, no, they're going to kill him. He said, no, they can't touch you. Use with a Jamaican. And when they took up, oh God, those boys, they used to call them, what wear the shirt up, I get the name of them now. They wouldn't touch him. When they come into a black man, they ask, are you a Jamaican? And if you say yes, they leave you alone. Not today. We was #1 in the world. Everybody did love Jamaica and afraid of Jamaica because don't chop up Jamaica, they will fight for their right. But this lot that is born today, something was given to their mother when they were pregnant to stop them from able to stand up for themselves. My God, in England, you think any white man could have come to me and box me and this and that? I was a little rock rider. Yeah, and in Barbados, in Jamaica, Andrew Olness would like to see me 1-to-1. He don't have to bring his bodyguard 1-to-1. And I'm a whole woman now. I am going, my time is nearly up. But he is no good. Every time I hear that man's name, I turn the TV down or the phone down and put a cloth on it that I don't hear his voice. It make me sick. If I eat something and I see Andrew Olness, I go and vomit it up back.
Oh, jeez.
I don't like the man.
So
I don't like the Chinese man. That Chinese man do not like black people because he's killing them and he's giving them coke because he's a cokehead. And all them coke land all over in Portland and everywhere. They know who's got the coke. But never mind. Listen, you see that man Trump? Trump would laugh with you, Trump would talk to you, But when he's a chief, he's coming for Andrew Olness here.
All right.
He's the next one. But he cannot judge Castro, brother, because the Putin, is it Putin?
Vladimir Putin is for Russia. He's for Russia. Vladimir Putin is for Russia.
I get a little tempted. The Chinese leader tell him to back off.
Yeah.
He can do what he like, but they cannot touch the man because he afraid of the Chinese.
Oh yes.
Afraid of Putin.
Of course.
Trump is only doing what he can to serve people, but he's a big coward. I can't. Him and honest. I would love to put them in a barrel together and roll them so far that when the barrel locked, they burst up in the air. Trump and Oni should sleep together and they'll come as one.
All right. All right, Sister Winnie. Thank you. All right. The caller who is calling me, I want to give this caller a chance because this caller has been calling for such a long while. Let me just get back to, okay, this is the caller. All right. Yes, caller. I've seen you calling quite consistent, so let me give you the opportunity to speak.
All right, Mr. Mystic. Me not stay long. Even Mr. Mystic and Mystic and Mr.
Melting pot.
All me can tell us say, pressure the bus pipe.
Oh yes.
Because guess what no? The labor right the feeling now, you know.
Oh yes.
Remember when Mark Bolin did want to come out to do the demonstration? Everybody they call so Mark Bolin in league with gunman or whatever. And we all know that we wanted them to wear body cam.
Yes.
Nobody never want to wear no body cam and then cuss Mark Bolin, go then cuss him come. So Mark Bolin, they want to say him in league with gunmen.
In league with gunmen.
He was not against it. Yeah,
yes.
I mean he wanted the people want the policemen to wear body cam, so they had called for the demonstration. They cussed Mark Bolin down rotten.
Yes.
So then they feeling no mistake because guess what no. But people talk all the while, you know.
Yes.
So when you reach your doorstep, because people pass their remarks and say this and say that. So guess what? No, they might get going on their family, they get guns, so then they come out, no contact. So then they feel them backside.
All right.
I tell you no like Mr. Mystic. We want good for the country, but some of them feel it.
Huh?
They feel it. Even though they put up a good fight and want this man to step down, but just be pressure the bus pipe. Something going to take down Andrew Holness. Something going to take it down. They fire their most deal. He come out contact because he own people them. I say, and you know, come out, come fix this. And then this incident in Montego Bay where the American citizens get shot. So him wheel out the ass, come attack. And when you listen to the speech,
yes,
it's like he's so confused because he's saying, you see a man will say, me to Georgia, me Jamaica. You understand? And look how much people got gunned down by police. And all so what? The other people life don't value nothing.
Exactly.
6-month-old baby, man, boy, woman, girl, everybody just a gun down. Not even when you throw, you kill. We can't remember when I was a little girl, and then kill the hag and the goat and sit and then throw them up in the van back. Or not even like one beetle bunks, one cow or one dog.
Terrible.
You must feel it, because people that come out now. And you realize it look bad. So you can't do better. Grab him and the man will come out to the bell, let me know, say, fix this. Or else now go in another election.
Yes. I need
but
to.
Some of them, me not sorry for them, Mr. Mystic. God forbid. I don't sorry for them.
I need to find that
clip.
clip.
For themselves. Because in the region doorstep now, they must squeal out like rat. Anyway, Mr. Mystic, me gone.
Thank you, my sister. And thank you for calling.
Yes.
Right. Love the input. All right. That is it. But you know, I can't believe that the Prime Minister, right, as it relates to coming out so fast. And it was earlier today when I spoke on the incident, include that you know, has to deal with the United States citizen got shot by the police. And I said to my Jamaican people who were listening to me that, you know, we are going to see, as it relates to how quick the government is going to come out and speak on it. And that is going to show you the blatant disregard that he has for Jamaican people. No, let me just answer this caller, because I can't believe that the Prime Minister came out so quick. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation Live. Please go ahead.
Yes, Mr. Mystic.
Yes, my dear.
Good evening and good evening, Miss Mystic and
Blessings.
Uncle Pat.
Yes.
Listen, I watched you all day today, and all that's going on. You know what's happening? They are worried now.
Yes.
Because they killed the American, and there's a lot of stuff going on, and definitely for all of us that are here in the United States and we are citizens, start writing our senator. I need to know where that lady is from in the US, so I can also write to our councilmen and our women to ask them what they're doing about the killing of the citizen in Jamaica, so that volcano can start reach them.
Yes. And this.
So that's why you see they're coming out, and that man in England, and they're trying to come after Marvin. They have no right to speak.
Exactly.
If we don't stand up for our people, then they're gonna suffer.
Exactly.
So we need to know where that lady came from, what part of the state, so that we can. So I can definitely start writing up some letters and making calls. And those of us that are on here and listening, start doing the same thing.
All right.
I'm going back to class.
Yes, man. And keep close to me that if any information I can quickly provide it that to you, so you can write to you need to write to. We soon might be get the name of the family or something like that.
Name and the part of the state where
yes.
From. If there's anybody on here or any of our family member, and they know exactly and they have the information, please call Mr. Mystic.
Yes.
And let us know.
Okay. Thank you, my sister. Thank you. All right. Bye. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation live. Go ahead.
Hello.
Hello.
Uncle
yes, you're.
Uncle Byron,
how you doing, my brother?
I'm there. Uncle, big up yourself, though. Auntie Anne-Marie, big up yourself.
All right.
Blessings.
A few questions.
Yes.
How much people them said the police killed for the year?
I think for the year, I think it is.
Just for this year, not even last year. Just for this year, for the 5
I think it was what? It's going what? 88.
No, man, I'm gone about 220 to 225.
Hold on, sorry about that. Over 220.
All right, 220. And I see people have come out and speak about it, right?
Yes.
You hear any other, besides just recently with Buju, 1 or 2 of them come out and say something? Before that, you ever hear the Prime Minister come say anything?
No, and Carla, let me tell you something. I spoke about it earlier today. You know, if you were on my live earlier today, I can't believe that the Prime Minister, you understand, just basically just run out, because I said it earlier that Jamaica, I said, Jamaica, look, this is going to be the straw that breaks the camel back, because he has to come out, you understand, and speak. You're talking about an American citizen who died. It is not going to be easy. And I'm telling him that, look, what is going to happen? They are going to speak as it relates to the use of force theory. Remember, you know, even when Buju got killed, that was one of the first things I came out with, you know, the use of force theory. And here it is, American involved. What do you think? America going to speak of on 2 things: the use of force, and they are going to speak about de-escalation. Andrew Holness and Armstrong will have to answer to the Americans as it relates to the American being killed. A bangara, you know. And you know what? I don't want to say, you know, I am happy for that happened, because, you know, let me say condolences to the family of the person who got killed. But what I mean is that, of course, now you have now a real serious situation where United States automatically now involved in terms of their citizen, and it is not going to be pretty, my brother. Yes, go ahead.
I'm glad you mentioned use of force, because I wonder, is this person an armed person? If you're at the airport, armed?
Apparently it was a
Is that armed
woman. It
person?
said she's from Guyana.
Hold on.
She's a US
I
citizen.
was told it's a woman.
She is from Guyana, but she's a US citizen.
Okay, here it is. Someone put it. Here it is on the chat. She's from Guyana, but she's a USA citizen. Whoa, that's serious.
Use of force, you know, if the person is not armed, why are you shooting at the person?
I'm glad how you and I we are speaking on that, because you and I know how important it is when it comes to someone being killed, and we wonder, okay, was the use of force as it relates to going to level 5, as it relates to lethal force, using lethal force, was lethal force necessary? Was lethal force necessary, or a de-escalation tactics could have used to avoid the person to be killed, or to avoid lethal force to be used?
It only sad say at this it are going to take to expose the criminality in the police force. But a lady said something earlier. I don't know if it's true, you know, but it's something like them put something in the nowadays generation them. Them weak out for true.
Boy.
They stand up for themselves. I'm not supposed to go out there and you know create no violence against the police.
Yes, none of us is saying that.
Nobody now stand up for themselves.
Exactly.
And
this man
know when somebody else just them call it damage control. Not just the ear.
Yes.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna go and do anything. I listen there, I listen just more while I'm not to comment on, but I listen to you.
All right. Thank you, my brother, for calling. Input is great. I love it.
Yeah, man, respect.
All right.
For information, the number of persons killed for the start since January to May this year is 131 by police, and last year the total amount in 2025 was 311.
Okay, so we have the police so in 2025 only 311 taken out by police.
Yeah.
And so far as it relates to January to May, we have 100 and how much? 131. Just look at the statistics. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yes, caller, Mystic Sensation, please go ahead.
Good evening, Mystic, Mr. Byron, and everyone, all of the Mystic Sensation family.
Blessings.
Mr. Byron.
Yes, sir.
I'm calling to talk based on this killing in Granville.
Yes.
I'm from Montego Bay, St. James. But, you know, what I want to call up and talk about, it's mainly about Malahoo.
Yes.
Malahoo. She came out and she made her statement in regarding to the killing. And Byron, I'm not throwing her any roses and any pom-poms. And you know what, Byron?
Yes.
When the Prime Minister made his comment about meeting thy Judge Jamaica, where was Malahoo? She was the Minister of Constitution Affairs, don't?
Yes, you're correct.
All right. When Chan came out and said he's talked also about shoot and ask when a Christian after, she still hold the same position, right?
You're correct.
And she never asked them to recant or apologize.
Yes.
Am I right?
You are correct, sir.
That is her portfolio. She was the one to come out. She's the head of the Constitution, for the Constitution, right?
Yes.
So why no on God's earth this happened? And she gonna come out and wanna say something.
Well, I think you're asking a rhetorical question, because let me just say, in terms of what I presume that you know. No, remember, no, they kick her off of certain portfolio and then put her in the back bench. So now she's a backbencher. She's coming out now because she's a backbencher. What do you think?
Well, what I'm saying, at the time when they passed their remarks, she was the lead head of the constitutional
yes.
That's what she was.
And she didn't say anything at that time.
She didn't say anything.
You're right. She didn't say anything.
She didn't say anything. And what I see now, it doesn't show as if she's it's not, to me, I don't consider if she coming out and say anything now is any sense of any remorse. This is more of
I want to agree with you. I want to agree with you, and I understand the point that you're making.
It's just PR.
Right.
Say something.
And exactly right. It's more like a PR situation, but you know, whatever, right? Whatever.
I mean, even the body cam situation, she never come out and say anything on it too.
Exactly.
So there's 3 strikes we can look at her against her right there.
Right there. You're
So
perfectly right.
it
You're perfectly
even,
right.
it even goes to the point of where even the other day when she come out and was saying something towards the NARA.
Mm-hmm.
And I say to everybody, don't buy any stock into her faith because she's doing the same game like what Warrington do to buy himself into a position.
You're 100% correct, sir, and I'm glad how you observe it. 100% correct, and I do agree with you. She's a hypocrite, as plain and simple.
Exactly. That's exactly what she is. Because
hypocrite.
it's not just this lady alone gets killed and she hasn't said anything.
Yes.
In the manner it happened.
Exactly. Exactly agreed
and
with
all
you.
of these happened, most of those things happened when she was the leader of the Constitution appeared.
Mm-hmm.
Why she didn't come out and say anything at that time? Why she didn't call them aside and talk to them and say, you need to apologize. You need to change the story. This is not right.
Exactly. When she bear the portfolio at the time, right? She didn't say anything.
Nothing.
You're so correct.
And that was her job.
Exactly.
So anyway, carry on the work. Mr.
Thank you very much, caller, for calling in. Really appreciate it. All right.
All right.
Okay. All right. Let us, because we have not started, people don't notice that we have not started class yet. So this show you that the class hot tonight, you know. So all right, let me just ask, let us ease off the call for a little bit, and let us at least run through the first phase of the program. What you're a caller coming in since we are talking, you know. All right, let me just take the last call and then we get into the program because we're not even start program as yet. Yes, caller. All right. Mystic Sensation. Yes, go ahead, please.
Mr. Mystic, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing, my dear?
Very well. Also, Mrs. Mystic and Melting Pot.
That's
Mr.
nice.
Mystic, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Okay, so I saw a young man today down in the St. Let me turn my television down. I apologize. Hold on, please.
Okay.
I saw a young man today. I think it's a YouTuber, Island Max, I think the name is.
Mm-hmm.
He was someplace in St. James, a place that Sitoria, a small community over river, the over river community. Maybe that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Are those the NHT housing scheme?
Oh, are you talking?
Estuary.
You're talking estuary.
Yeah,
I think it's.
Yes,
I think it is.
Yes,
They are.
all right. Are those the houses that the government built, that they built and they said if the person died, who purchased it? A family, it cannot be handed over to a family member. Are those the houses you're talking about?
No, those were not the houses.
Oh, those are not the houses.
No.
Okay, that was just my question.
Oh, okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Bye.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So let us just ease off the call until we get through the first program. So what we were saying as it relates to what we observe in terms of investigators, right? I mean, even Melting Pot and myself, we were talking about it as it relates to the government rebranding programs that failed. And all the promised programs seems that, they are not working. But again, you have programs where billions of dollars being utilized and there is no value for money, right? And we are going to get into the sparks because obviously that again is serious. And I do believe that some serious investigation need to really, right, look into this Sparks program as it relates to billions of dollars no value for money. Now let us hear what the Prime Minister has to say. Let us go to the first clip, Lady Mystic, right, and see what the Prime Minister is saying. So we are dealing with the Sparks program, and you are going to see the same similarities as it relates to the level of unaccountability, right? NHT and all of the programs under Andrew Holness administration. It's just crazy. Let us hear him out.
Road maintenance in Jamaica suffered from issues of fragmented responsibility among the NWA local municipal corporations and the Ministry of Agriculture, as well as inadequate preventative maintenance. For years, multiple agencies have been responsible for different aspects of road upkeep, leading to inefficiencies, gaps in accountability, and inconsistent standards. Additionally, a lack of structured preventative maintenance has resulted in roads deteriorating faster than they should, increasing the burden of costly emergency repairs. This reactive approach is neither sustainable nor cost-effective. We are therefore undertaking a strategic review of road maintenance with a focus on institutional governance arrangements to give consideration to the possible establishment of a single road authority to streamline governance and oversight. With this in place, we can have clear lines of enforcement against persons who destroy our roads. It is particularly disturbing to see concrete spilled on our roads and no accountability for clearing and restoration. I want to express my gratitude to the World Bank and the UK Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office for providing technical assistance with the review, including information on approaches and models for road maintenance that have been successful in other countries. We are also integrating geospatial technologies and AI-driven solutions to improve planning and efficiency. We have significantly mapped and referenced over 90% of all roads in Jamaica. This information will help us to create an intelligence register of all our roads, to use it in spatial planning, and importantly, to develop a fiscal preventative maintenance plan which aligns to the engineered lifespan of the road. This also lays the basis for smarter and connected infrastructure to address traffic, public safety, civil defense, security, and logistics. To this end, I have given directions to the NWA and the Spatial Data Management Branch to begin work on developing a uniformed address system and zip code for Jamaica, including the use of digital addresses. Finally, Jamaica will have a standardized system of road naming, of one spelling of the road. When you look at the voters list and you are trying to order and sort the voters list, and you see 10 different spelling of the roads, 10 different ways of writing addresses. In a modern country, that shouldn't be the case. We need to have one uniform system of address. And I've given the directives for us to start on this path. Decades of underinvestment, we are shifting to a structured, sustainable, tech-based system of road maintenance, and this approach will extend the road lifespan, reduce frequent repairs, and improve safety. This government is not just rebuilding roads, we are building a smarter, more resilient future for Jamaica.
The proceeding.
Okay, all right. So, so what I'm showing Jamaica, right, is the Prime Minister, right, will come out from time to time, identify weaknesses as he claimed, created programs, but the Prime Minister had not fulfilled nothing that he had promised. Now, I'm going to show you by getting into the Sparks itself to show you everything that the Prime Minister created for Sparks to do. But at the same time, in reality, Sparks is not doing it. So the Prime Minister comes out, right, normally, right, speak of all goodwill, all promises, package it proper with all the pretty ribbons and all of that. But the delivery is just not coming forward. And this is what just being now constant with the Prime Minister. So let us get into, right, the Sparks itself and show the people the amount of things being promised on the Sparks. But let us get to the reality. Before we get there, let us take this call. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation. Please go ahead.
Mystic, good evening.
How you doing, my brother?
Bless up. Speak up a bit louder, please.
I believe it's quite clear now
Yes.
that genocide is in progress in Jamaica,
Mm-hmm.
and the lives of the Jamaican citizenry is not important.
All right.
It's quite clear.
The Prime Minister came out and speak on the issue as it relates to the American citizen who got killed by the police. How many times the Prime Minister comes out and speak on Jamaican who got killed by the police? So that sort of comparison can use it, and I can understand what you're saying and the reason for you to say it.
Yes, and the fact is that you see, before, when people said that there was a genocide in place, people never, remember that he said that he plays chess.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he's a grandmaster chess player.
Mm-hmm.
So you see, the thing about it is that when you're up with somebody like that, by the time you realize you already lose the game.
Well,
So
let us see who is going to win this game with the American citizen who got killed.
I see. I think that's the reason why. Because he's such a good chess player, was the reason why it took so long for the Jamaican population, both in the diaspora and in Jamaica, to realize that a genocide is in progress.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna say thanks for everything, and I'm gonna be short because I realize that there's a lot of people calling in.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I do understand where the caller is coming from, on a very solid point that he made. He said, based on the Prime Minister coming out, right, and as to make reference as it relates to the American who got killed early today, right, the Prime Minister has never come out and speak on the severals of Jamaica, the multiple Jamaicans who got killed by the very same police, right, who killed the American. He had never come out, right, and speak in their regards. But now, Mr. America, right, is now engaged. And he has to come out. And it goes to show you that the Prime Minister is a puppet on a string. People, this goes to show you. I spoke about it earlier, right? And look what happened. I spoke about it earlier on my live. And by this live, right, the Prime Minister fulfilled the very same thing that I had spoken about. Can you imagine? The Prime Minister make me look like, boy, I'm an exceptional prophet. Right? But we know who is the Prime Minister. So let us get into the sparks, right, and show Jamaica in terms of what the Prime Minister, this is the MO of the Prime Minister. Consistent in terms of, is so many promises, but they are all undelivered, right? So when we look here's the sparks, right? Improve your roadways through pavement work, traffic control, utility installations, drainage improvement, and as we talk about drainage improvement, Jamaica, make me hear your talk. Make me hear your talk, Jamaica. We have another hurricane season coming up on us. Next month, we step into the new hurricane season.
1 week left.
As a matter of fact, wife said 1 week left, which is true.
May finish next week.
And let me say this, Jamaica, and let me ask the question now, right? Before Andrew Owners run out and talk, oh, he well prepared, you understand, for hurricane and blah, blah, blah. No drainage, no drain cleaning is not taking place. More want to look, more want to notice in Jamaica. No drain cleaning is taking place, right? And on top of that, there is no appropriate shelter building to meet the next hurricane season. There is no established shelter that I built. And yet the Prime Minister is talking about resilient. It is the very same thing that we are talking about here, you know. The sexy programs that have put up, the amount of acronyms, you understand? All of the things what I'm saying go do and nothing being done. More than taxpayers' money gone down the drain. Nothing being done. We only show the pattern. And we want to make sure that we're telling the people them, right now there is no preparation for the next hurricane season. And having said that, you have several people, you know, 78% of the people who are damaged by Melissa still in some very serious condition, you know, and have not gotten any access, right, to government funding, you know. And yet, these people, right, left to face another serious hurricane and any potential storms, category this or category this or category that, you understand, to face. And this Prime Minister is talking about resilient. People, this is crazy. Here it is. Enhancing our infrastructure. All of them something here. Pavement resurfacing. This aspect focuses on repairing and upgrading the road surfaces to ensure they are smooth and safe for travel. And the Prime Minister say all of this, you know. See that the Prime Minister say all of this in a sparks, you know. See that drainage improvement. This component aims to enhance the drainage system alongside the roads to prevent flooding and water damage by installing new drainage system and improving existing ones. And the Prime Minister say all of them something here, you know, in a sparks, you know. And the Prime Minister said all of them something here, you know. Look at the category. Now, intersection and sidewalk upgrades. Oh, no, look at now. As me say, all of them something here, the Prime Minister promising, you know. Watch out. This aspects involves improving intersections and sidewalks to enhance safety and accessibility for pedestrian and vehicles. Right? Take it away, honey. Now, look where me are going now, people. No, look where me are going now. See, all of them something that what the Prime Minister promised. All of the pretty acronyms, them, you understand, created all of these projects, and all what we get from all of these projects, budget overruns, and guess what? No value for money. Now, look at now. Let me big up Dre Bryan for this clip here. Let us bring up Dre Bryan for this clip. Look now. All of them things that were the Prime Minister promising us sparks, you know. The same situation where they take NHT and take all of the programs, you know. This is what Andrew Owen's administration is doing, you know. Look at now, people. Look on this.
We don't find some money give it down here to fix some of the road them now. We can't continue like this anymore. We can't continue. We got a river, we swim a river, and we have to, no mind sharp, we soon start swim in the middle of the roadway as we speak now. In the parish of Westmoreland, we are known to have some of the most beautiful rivers across the country. We have a lot of rivers here in Westmoreland. But in the middle of the roadway, as we speak, there's a lot of riverbed because we have not been able to receive funds from government to fix the potholes in Westmoreland. And they're not potholes anymore. They're riverbed right across the length and breadth of Western Westmoreland and the parish of Westmoreland. Though, we don't find some money give it down here to fix some of the road them now. We can't.
Hold on, let me just take this call, right? Because we are multitask tonight. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation Live. Please go ahead.
What a bam.
Garang.
What a bam 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 dilang
Bam.
bam. What a bam bam mystic.
Sing out, my sister.
I'm a mystic. Melting pot and everybody in the chat. Fire there must no steal.
Then think a cool breeze.
What coming out now is such. It's a misnomer. Seriously. Think about it, Mystic. This a misnomer? Andrew Owen is coming out to speak out on all those topics that people have been calling on for weeks now.
Can you imagine, my sister? Can you imagine to backside? I heard them talk about it and the Prime Minister. Boy, the Prime Minister proved me right.
He proved all of us right. And now he realized that he's a pawn on that chessboard. Every piece on that chessboard is a pawn. He forgets that he is a pawn too.
Yes.
In the Chinese would say, you know, you forget that even when you've been hunted, you can be the hunter or the what? Hunted.
All right.
What? The hunter or the prey? Which
Yes.
one is you, Andrew Onis?
Well, it seems like the hunter becomes the prey now.
Well, think about it. Imagine. This is supposed to be the one who take care of his citizens. He said he is the prime minister, and they elect a prime minister, and of the only prime minister accountable. Me not afraid of nobody. In going on and on and on and on and on. What happened now? You're coming now to do what? It's too late. Too late. Too late.
Shall be your cry.
Here you go. Because nothing that he says now is credible or people hear. Nothing is sincere coming out of Andrew Onis. Nothing. Nobody know I hear you no more. You too late, Andrew Onis. And Mystic, Melting Pot, Mama Mystic, please let him and his family know that we don't need his troubles anymore. We're handling our troubles without him. Have a good weekend, guys.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you. All right. Love it. Love it. All right. So this is what I'm showing you, right? The situation with Andrew Onis promising, packaging the promising, right? All of what he spoke about, right? In Sparks. Right, people are living a contrary reality from what he's presenting. So then when we say that the prime minister is a scammer, right, we are just showing the facts that the prime minister is really a scammer. We're not finished with the prime minister yet. Let us take a travel, honey, go in a Sligoville and see what's going on in Sligoville and see how the road conditions stay in Sligoville. Come on, wifey, let me and you go on Melting Pot, take a travel in a Sligoville and see what they go on a Sligoville.
And taxi operators who supply the Spanish Town to Sligoville route in St. Catherine withdrew their service this week in protest over road conditions. Details in this report.
From the front passenger seat of this taxi, the road is not a commute. It's an audition for a Survivor series, May the Best Vehicle Suspension Win. At least that's how taxi operators who are forced to use it daily feel.
Carl, every month me have to look on at least $130,000 or $125,000 just to sort out front end, tire, and what necessary. But the most thing are front end parts.
That scrape up the side of the car. You have to look out, you have to extreme cars even when a truck come. The truck now want stay up and feel inside the spot overhanging them there. So I come way over on your side. So it's very dangerous.
Taxi operators who ply the route from Spanish Town to Sligoville have described it as a death trap. One decided to lay in the hole to show its depth. The asphalt was given up, evicting them from every right to their road license, and so they withdrew their service Monday morning.
So right now, I tell myself, I'm going to withdraw my service in Kensington. So I don't know if people are working there because right now I just 2 taxis alone running there. So.
Several residents were left inconvenienced: children, new mothers, adults, and the elderly.
I'm supposed to be at work right now as I speak, and I can't go to work because all taxi operators withdrew their service from working this morning. So unfortunately, I can't be at work.
Monday morning also marked orientation for students at the Hart NSTA Trust in Cedar Valley and James Mountain. 115 students have been enrolled. They too were impacted. Member of Parliament turned part-time teacher Natalie Nita Garvey met with the disgruntled taxi operators. She says work is expected to begin by the end of the month.
I was able to get Minister Morgan on the phone, who has agreed that within the next 2 weeks, we will be effecting some repairs to this roadway to be able to reduce the kind of pressure that the taxi operators are now facing.
TVJ News contacted Works Minister Robert Morgan, who said the work will begin under the Go Road Rehabilitation Program. $1.4 billion have been allocated towards fixing heavily trafficked corridors that are critical to public transportation and commerce. For the taxi operators, it's a major thoroughfare, the alternative route when the Bogwalk Gorge closes, and for those who do not have money for the toll.
So you know, say for next 2 weeks,
It's
someone will
okay,
see me
honey.
watching.
Let me and you and
Without going
Melvin
back.
Butt and the people of Jamaica again visit down a Hartford, Westmoreland. We only show the thing them, you know. We could go down a Hartford, Westmoreland. When you look here, people, right? We are showing you that, believe you me, right? The condition as it relates to the road is like an epidemic throughout Jamaica. Yeah.
We need road. We need road. I'm a taxi driver, which every week we have to spend money. All of we care about our gun. All of we bush in what they do, we have to kill them. We have to build over the engine mount, everything. Right now, they're driving in the car, $110,000 we have to spend what they do to fix the car back up. And it's like, keep on going. We need road.
All right, take it away, honey. We just have to do a quick.
We need justice. We need road.
Take it away. We're going to show the condition all over Jamaica, you know. Let us go back now to what the Prime Minister promised us in Sparks, right? Let us get back there and show it, right? So that we remind the people, right? The entire layout, right? In the Sparks program, right? All what the Prime Minister create in Sparks program. And so it from acronyms to acronyms, right? It just don't make no sense, Jamaica. It just don't make no sense. When we say it don't make no sense, it don't make no sense. So let me answer Sister P before we move on to that. Yes, Sister P, how are you doing, sister?
Yeah, man. Good night. Before you go about it.
Yes.
Me not listen you today.
Yes.
And after me done listen you, my phone go. But me I hear about tourist killer songster, and me not get it good. To tell me good. Come why and Andrew only come out contact Fanny. And so
Well, I am just learning, Sister P, that he had made some reference on it. I don't even get that information as yet. But today I featured, right, that an American got killed by one of our police officers at the Sangsters International Airport, right? And I carried that story earlier today. But I said something. Yes. Yes. Go ahead, Sister P.
But me, me get it from you. But me I hear like you say, Andrew come out, come say something.
Yes, I am just learning that.
Somebody said he was on
right.
the news.
Someone in the chat said that he was on the news speaking about it. I have not heard that clip as yet. So even as soon as I finish this, I am going to have to look for that. Right. So I have no information on that.
And you also go labor rights. Because if Andrew is really come out and talk about the tourists we get killed. What happened to Buju we get killed?
There you go, Sister P. And that was what.
So no labor rights. Andrew is not found to know.
Exactly.
Labor rights.
That's my point.
What you want to see? Shower labor rights.
Shower labor rights.
Yeah. Because him not come out contact Pambuchu, but in contact by the American, which way it is wrong. Every life a life. But you want, sir?
We want Jamaica to see that there's no regards. There's no regards for Jamaicans' life.
My good night melting pot. When me go back to class, you know, me just want get the understanding before you get deep in a class later.
Yes.
In a class.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? So you come out now and speak on the American who got killed. What happened to the multiple Jamaicans who got killed by the police? Not a word from you. So Jamaica must take this and know, say, you don't have no regards for Jamaican life. That is what we want to prove, and we have proven it. I said it earlier on my show, and just imagine, right? Few hours after my mouth catch you. Few hours after my mouth catch you is a shame and disgrace. Because I know you know like Jamaican long time, and you don't have no respect and regards for us. You understand the things that you are doing to us. Now, so let's just go to the sparks in terms of what you promise, right? And show people. You understand? So look on the condition of the road and see here in a sparks. You know, remember big it up so the people them can see you. You understand? Remember bust your secret. More the people them see all of the big promise in a sparks what you do, right? And see the road condition there. See it here, pavement resurfacing. And here you know, this aspect focuses on repairing and upgrading the road surfaces to ensure they are smooth and safe for travel. It involves removing old, damaged pavement and applying new layers to improve durability and comfort for road users. And them the pretty gift wrap there you put when time you want thief people money. Now we could go in a drainage improvement. Here what you say now in a drainage improvement. This component aims to enhance the drainage system alongside the roads to prevent flooding and water damage by installing new drainage systems and improving existing ones. The program ensures that the roads remain dry and safe even during heavy rainfall. But just show the people them the road them what you are talking about, you know. And watch on the intersection, no? We can go on the intersection where you say this aspect involves improving intersections and sidewalks to enhance safety and accessibility for pedestrians and vehicles. Upgrades may include adding crosswalks, sidewalks, and traffic signal to ensure smoother and safer traffic flow. Can you imagine? You make me go over melting pot. Melting pot, we know what to do with you. All right, melting pot, you come. Right, you come with the sledge. You understand? That's why I give you the ingredients, them, you know, so you can mix them up in your mixing bowl. Deal with the melting pot. Please, deal with him.
Well, as usual, you know, this guy just come out and make some wonderful speech where the bureaucrats them right and give him. I know film vision, you know. I know film words, and the bureaucrats word. When you hear him come out, come speak, you know, remember say, a bureaucrats write him thing and give him. Yeah? Because this individual, you know, as me and you talk to the Sir B, him don't have the scope of building nothing for Jamaican. Yeah? Because, you know, him not gonna learn no trade. Him not have no skill set. All him have is just political science, and it him a use and a conquer the people in Jamaica. Yeah? Because we know for a fact, even when him a roll out this, yeah, this is just a PR. Ask him where him get the money from for this massive road improvement and drainage and all these things and sidewalk and all them things there. You understand? Because I know I never hear no budget mentioned for this program where him a roll out. This is a catchphrase. You understand? Because I realize, well then, you know, all house a tumble down upon him in Jamaica, you're right, you know, as it relates to him being the government. Yeah? All house a tumble down upon him, you know. So he might have to come up with some, you know, fancy speech as catchphrase to catch the citizen. This is something where him should have aim, yeah, him vision towards from a long time. Road improvement, yeah, sidewalk access, you understand, drainage facility and maintenance of drainage, yeah, and the whole ramification is that him never paying attention to that. Look pan Tri-Bridge how long it there. And him not paying attention to it. When, you know, Tri-Bridge was a bridge that linked two communities together. And, you know, him leave motorists and passenger at them peril. People have to use bamboo and make makeshift bridge to go across the river. And when you look on the whole situation that exists, people's life was in peril, in danger. Can you imagine that river come down and people are trying to cross it? And that bamboo give way or the water rise and wash away that makeshift bridge. Then you just see them come out now and do where you see them are try to do when things get bad. To make amends. Yeah. Just like how you see him come out today and try to make amends in regard to the US citizen. When him pay scant regard to the Jamaican who suffer the same act of fate. Nothing different, you know. It's just nationality. You understand? And that is the only difference. But you see, when a government decides say him bigger than the country, he must meet him downfall, you know. And Andrew think him bigger than Jamaica and bigger than everybody else who ever governed Jamaica. Him think him are the best thing, yeah, since sliced bread. But we know say him are the worst. Because under his tenure, you know, we have seen the decline in every aspect of Jamaican's life. All the agency them fall apart. The ministry them pop down. The member of parliament them are rogue. And the situation is just one big chaos on a day-to-day basis. I don't know what the circumstances in regards to that individual that lost. Is a lady she was? The US citizen?
Yes.
I was told, my understanding is a lady.
Okay, yeah. No, I cannot understand, yeah, where any individual, but more so a female, yeah, can pose threat to police officer when she not have nothing that can harm him, but him decide to carry out a fatal number 3. It show, you know, the moral within the Andrew Wellness force. It's one basic moral them have, and is to kill. Them don't deal with diffusing and apprehension and arresting. Them don't do not like that.
No de-escalation.
No form of de-escalation. Where them deal with it, escalation. Yeah, no, this is another on the back of Buju. Can you imagine? Less than a week, you know. And them accomplish the same feat. Now it look bad for Jamaica, you know. This picture where Andrew Wallace administration a paint, it's a bad picture. It don't look good. You understand? Because the simple fact of the matter, from the man got Israel and bring the Israelis to come train the police them in a Jamaica, it's a different kettle of fish. Now them Israelis, they need to leave the place, you know. Them need to leave the place. Them need to vacate Jamaica and go back home. Them have more pressing need in Israel than what we have in Jamaica right now. What we are do in Jamaica is that we are adapt the syndrome. We are catch it. Yeah? And the Israelis them. And the way how them treat people. We see how them deal with the Gaza and them, you know. And other people in and around them, the Lebanese and everybody. Yeah? They are a killing breed. You understand? And we don't need them to come at Jamaica come motivate the Andrew policemen them to carry out the type of activity with them are carry out. No, this going to be a big ramification for the government. Lawsuit are going to reach them and stuff like that. And then, me know them and the US counterpart as it relate to even the US embassy staff them. I going to have serious conversation in regard to this. How did it get to the state where a policeman I go shoot a female at the airport? What was the female doing in regards to breaking rules or, you know, posing a threat to the Donald Stanson's airport or airplane? Me don't know. I don't get the story good enough. I don't know if she there on the tarmac, she there in the airport facility. Me don't know which part she did there when she could. We can't believe him with a shooter in the airport, departure lounge or checking in era. So I want to know if the lady did go up on the tarmac. Because I need to get this thing good, but in any case, yeah, that not supposed to happen again. Less than a week, police are shoot woman when I have nothing to endanger them. So this needs serious addressing. Yeah. But it shouldn't be that American have to lose them life at the hands of Andrew police force before him come out. Come say something. Yeah. Because right now, all them are doing now, it just paint a picture to look good in the eyes of Donald Trump because he kill one of them citizen. But in a Jamaica, a scant regard that no have no weight to carry. No matter who you be. Even when you have Buju and you and him used to par. Because I see him and Buju on picture. But I don't see him come out, come say nothing in regards to fear death. And many more women will lose them life. And the youth them too. Because if you're the prime minister, you're in charge of the population of your country, you know. Because that you tell the people them when you look them vote. Yeah, you reach to the people them and so sincere and genuine in at the outset. But as you get in a parliament and become member of parliament, you know the constituency. It's a different tambourine when you knock at the people them ears, you know. The message we want to give them when you look them vote when you opposition is in, you know, opposite to when time when you get in at the parliament. No care. You understand? No consideration. No upliftment. Yeah? 10 years now you are bringing all of them things to fix road and sidewalk and drainage. 10 years, you know. Yeah? And you get a warning with you. Melissa. Yeah? You get warning before burial. You don't do nothing. We have another hurricane season just around the corner. And you just are bringing a program. Too late, man. Too late. But as I say, I don't feel vision, you know. The bureaucrats, them just write that make him go to talk because I what them do all the time. Yeah, just come out with fancy speech and, you know, say, no action behind it. Yeah? So I know nothing new to me, you know. Yeah, because I don't know where I get the money from to roll out that program there. Because the amount of bad road in Jamaica, the amount of bad road in Jamaica we need to fix. I mean, I talk about main road and side road. Yeah, I mean, I talk about protocol road for all the farmers them too. Because them they have included, you know. Yeah, farmers road need inclusion in this program. So I don't know where I get the money from to fix it. Because I never hear nothing like this in the budget. So I don't know if the money where I get from the hurricane fund relief, he might utilize in that. I don't know, but he need to come, you know, outline the thing in a more format where we can understand fully and assure we self as citizens in a Jamaica say road are going to improve. Right now, we not believing in nothing what this guy has said. Yeah, because remember, you know, going into the general election, you know, him come out with a big Sparks program again. $4 billion. That not fix no road. Some look a patch road where you see them mobilize themselves because it was a politics venture, you know. So you see some unauthorized people out on their patch road. Yeah. Then him same one now I come talk about how the road them build is a reason why, you know, them gone into disrepair. But I know how the road them build. Who did they on the program I work? Yeah, because number one, the government has been utilizing the wrong aggregate when it comes to building road. Yeah, the soft mall where them a put on there and a press. That can sustain weight a vehicle. So first and foremost, yeah, the aggregate where them are used need to be of a different description. Yeah, it must be cut stone rather than this little soft lime mall where them are used. Where them a draw from out of the quarry out of St. Thomas. That can't fix road. Yeah. That can't fix road where traffic are traverse up and down. All different weight, all different size. Yeah. That can't fix some little parochial road when I carry no volume of traffic. But the road them where I carry volume of traffic, the aggregate must change. Yeah. So until them address that problem, yeah, road have always been disrepair because substandard road, the man them a build out of Jamaica because them a rob the money. It's down to corruption why Jamaican road cannot sustain its lifespan. Because everybody know when you build a road, you know, you must put in the infrastructure around the road to protect the road. Yeah. But we see them build road and we not see nothing for water run off of the road and run go where it for go. We just see the road just build and them just camber it to the side and no sidewalk, no water retainer channel, yeah, and it is just a shamble of a project. You understand? Because them steal the money. So the vision where I have you now, yeah, I don't buy into it, my brother. Yeah, and Jamaican, if we no wait and see, we not go see say another failure. Because this guy now have nothing where him accomplish, you know. Yeah, I one thing him accomplish is a police station in him constituency, a Olympic Way and Bay Farm Road. Yeah, people know where it there. So we watch the whole event unfold in front of our eye. Women was another PR and line come with it. Yeah. Because them like to do these things. I know there's about 90% of Jamaican road that are in disrepair. Yeah. Bumpy, I just can't see the people them point it out in the various community. Yeah, the Sligoville road will come down in a Riverdale, we go to Linstead. That bad. When you go up a War Hill and all them place there, yeah, all the way from Rockall, go down there so. A bad road. You understand? The whole around of Cavaliers, above Rock, them road a bad same way. When you go down in the country place them, no road no dead at them place there because them area they get neglect for a mighty long time, you know. Because them area they and we Anjo specialize in, you know. We Anjo specialize in and keeping a pristine condition.
Pat, take a minute to wrap up. Yeah, Pat, take another minute to wrap up this. And then we move to another subject.
Here for keep Beverly Hills and them hillside surrounding there. Them road are in a good condition because that's how the big boy them living on. But it's when you come out of the big boy them territory and come down upon the low, him not care. Them little motorists round there can survive after some other means, but not by operating, because you operate a vehicle, you just mash up your vehicle and your money just you know, the value. So at the end of the day, good luck to him on this program. But I don't have no fear tonight. Yield back the floor to you, Sir Lord Byron.
All right. Now we are going to get into more serious situation because all over the Caribbean, right, apart from Jamaica, except Jamaica, beach access, because we have to get back into that, being allowed to all Caribbean citizens within the Caribbean, except for Jamaica. And we are wondering as to why Jamaica, right, being denied beach access, taken over by crony capitalists. And some of these crony capitalists dictate the space, right? Holding the government at ransom as it relates to beach access. And while the government, you understand, is totally in line, giving them all access while denying Jamaica. As we said, Andrew Holness administration have no regards for Jamaican. Now let us get into this as it relates to, right, beach access, what Jamaicans are fighting for, right? And look as it relates to Andrew Holness, again, within trickery, right? Behaving, promising, but No, Andrew Holness will never, let me say this to Jamaica, will never give beach access, and I'm going to show you why and prove it for you. He will never ever give beach access. Listen to this man. Listen to this man.
So Dr. Andrew Holness, who was in attendance, used the moment to wade into a growing controversy over the lack of public beach access for many Jamaicans. Currently, locals have free and easy access to less than 1% of Jamaica's roughly 500 miles of coastline. That's just about 3 miles in total. The majority is controlled by private entities. There's now a beach access policy before Cabinet for final review, which is expected to increase access to and improve the standard and maintenance of beaches available to the public.
The public access beach issue is a topical one. I'm not going to get into it here. There is a beach policy that we have developed. Just to say that I follow closely all the commentary and all that is being said. Some of it have some foundation, but quite a bit of it has no real foundation.
Dr. Holness contends, however, a change is needed.
The case is a strong case that every government should pay attention to, and this government does, that Jamaica as an island, every Jamaican must have access to its beaches. That cannot be denied. The question is, you know, and these things predate my time in government and in leadership. How do I navigate the legacies that have gone before me to fulfill the promise that we expect as a nation for full access? And these are things that you have to balance very, very carefully. But I will say that whatever balance there is, the people must have access to their beaches.
And so Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness, who was...
So this goes to show you that this man is what we call a snake oil salesman, right? A snake oil salesman. He knows very well that he will never ever give beach access, and I'm going to show you why, right? He will never give it. He will never give it because he can't give it. He can't give it because the man who controls beach access, has multiple hotels in Jamaica. Multiple hotels in Jamaica. And this is what is wrong, because by him having that advantage in Jamaica economy, it simply means he controls the government. And he wants the beach for himself. And he's not giving access to the ordinary Jamaican. Who am I talking? Adam Stewart. Right? The Bush Stewart legacy, who wanted beach access for themselves and for crony capitalism. They will never ever give it up. Let me show you the evidence as to why Andrew Holness will never give beach access. Now, look on the next clip. Look on the next clip. And one of the reasons why I'm showing you this, because again, goes back to what I'm saying. Andrew Holness will never ever give beach access. Scroll up. Adam Stewart among 4 special investment envoys, right, appointed to drive economic growth. Now, this is a situation as it relates to why, right, he will never ever give beach access, right? Knowing to the fact that this man is the man who denied beach access, and here it is, right? And Andrew Holness makes sure these 4 persons, Adam Stewart among 4 special investment envoys appointed to drive economic growth. Adam Stewart, let me speak it loud and clear. He is the primary person who is denying beach access in Jamaica. And I have this evidence that I'm going to show you. Now, if you notice, Dushi and Savada is there. So here it is, clockwise, top left, Adam Stewart. There he is, Executive Chairman of Sanders Resorts International, UK-based businesswoman Teresa Roberts. There she is. Amber Group CEO Dushian Savadia. There it is. And let me say, Jamaica, without no hesitation, everything that Dushian Savadia owns belongs to Andrew Ones. And tech entrepreneur and UTech chancellor Lyde Carney. This is the trickery that they have, right, over Jamaican heads, right? Adam Stewart, executive chairman of Sanders Resort International and the Appliance Traders Group, which includes the Jamaica Observer Media Group, is among 4 new ambassadors, special investment envoys, appointed by who? Appointed by who, people? Appointed by who? Prime Minister Andrew Ones, right, to drive innovation, investment, and economic growth in the country. Now, just imagine, after 10 years, Andrew Ones came up with 5 and 4, that you will see 5% growth in 4 years. Nothing happened with that. That becomes a failure. Job, economic, and growth. Nothing happened with that. That becomes a failure. Right? And now coming up with NARA, again, that you know is going to be a failure. So when you look at this Prime Minister, it is as careless failure as it is. Now, when you talk about Adam Stewart, that control as it relates to most of the hotels in Jamaica, as it relates to the Sanders chain group of company. Now, if you check in terms of the amount of people that the Sanders group of chain employed in Jamaica, you see the strong hold that Adam Stewart have on the country. So the government doesn't want to go up against him as it relates to beach access. It is going to be a problem. But let me tell you something, Jamaica. Adam Stewart cannot do that in St. Lucia. He cannot do that in Trinidad. He cannot do that in Guyana. Cannot do that. But in Jamaica, where the politicians are corrupted, as it relates to worse Andrew Ones administration, corrupted, and where Adam Stewart is one of the biggest funder of the Jamaica Labour Party political campaign. So you see, they have their hands around the neck of the government. And so then, for the government, between the government and the PSOJ is what we call the political sweetheart deal in giving beaches and giving access, primary properties, primary lands to these people, selling out the Jamaican, right, sovereignty, right? I mean, entrench on Jamaican rights because of these crony capitalists who are greedy to the core, right? So I am showing the evidence as it relates to why Andrew Ones cannot give beach access. But let us get into further evidence and show people what Adam Stewart is doing in denying the Jamaica beach access. Let us get into that clip. Show you the evidence in terms of the research that we have done as it relates to the viciousness of Andrew Ones and crony capitalists, right? As it relates to our beaches, right? Selling out our sovereignty, right? To these crony.
Jamaica has around 148 miles of recreational sandy beaches, but less than 5 miles of those are publicly accessible to everyday Jamaicans.
Along this coast, we can only enter the beach right here. All of this we can't.
Which is really shocking because so much of the country's image is rooted in its beaches. However, there's maybe a clue as to why in all of its imagery. But how exactly that came to be is a complicated journey, from colonialism and a transition of power that kept the rights of access in the hands of a few powerful people.
We're becoming a landlocked country. We are locked out. And It's our own people doing this, and this is symptomatic along the entire goddamn North Coast.
So how have Jamaicans been blocked from accessing their own beaches? The roots of this story go back to a brutal truth. After slavery was abolished in Jamaica in 1838, the descendants of enslaved Africans were never given land by the British. Instead, large swathes
beach access. The government, along with Adam Stewart, right, and other hoteliers, they are the primary reasons as to why Jamaican being denied beach access. They know it, and they know it's true. Let us play the next clip and confirm that to all of us. Right? Let us get into that clip, right? And show the solid evidence. All right, let me take this caller before we get into that clip. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation. Please go ahead. Yes. Can I turn off the device in the background for me, please? All right. Yes. Speak to us.
Let me say something to you. Yeah, good night, first time caller,
All right, blessings. Appreciate that.
And thanks to your greatness what you are doing, because you
Thank
want me to take the world by fire, by storm, because you are the man that the ultimate truth,
Yes.
Let me say something to you, You see within Mark Shield.
Yes.
Mark Shield, woman, at the be the labor right be there and ball, what's your name again?
Emily Shields. Emily Shields.
Emily Shield, So you see anything with Emily Shield tell Mark Shield for the general.
Yes.
He's not going to live by that, Father B.
You're right, my brother.
Let me tell you something, Look how life stay, Father Byron. You are trying to clean up the system, and you can imagine. Me hear you say a thing, brother, and I tell you, say, lick me heart, Father. When you say, boy, John, you feel crying in your heart, to show the people them just be a face and do them thing,
Yes.
Father, it not go be better, man. Because listen, man, we have to try our best to move the head of this, chop off the head of the snake, But literally mean kill nobody,
Yeah, me understand where you're coming from.
Move them. You see me, I say that, Father.
Yes.
And this is the thing, that's why I love how melting pot and loan some, and hear the thing now where them can't do, none of them can't face up to, because I say why them can't face up to, who have facts I read from, where them come with, I just them natural, that's mind them I come with, mind game them up,
Yes.
I come from factual thing, and they say then father mistake.
Of course.
See? So, we just call if it was that might look 2 cents per day.
Yeah, man. Me love the strength, man.
Still,
No, man.
Bless upon yourself, man.
Same to you, my brother. Yeah, man. One love, man. One love, my brother.
Yeah, me chief.
Heart of love, Blessings.
Yeah, man. Blessing,
right.
Father.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. These are the calls that inspired us, to go. So let us show the truth now and narrow it down as it relates to the culprit who is denying beach access. Let us play it for the people to hear.
We were using all the beach. There was never a crowding issue at a beach. And now, through continued expansion, after expansion, we've always said what benefits Sandals benefits us. But now it is getting to the point where the greed of this organization is disenfranchising the communities. We will not give you our beaches. Look at it. Look at the size of Sandals Resort and the size on that map of what we have there. All that you see, continuing onwards, we had free access. I grew up accessing all the beach. Access. And with the development of that organization, we said, yay! And we cheered you on, we participated, we helped to build, and now look what we have left. Look, that little section, that is all we have left. And you are proposing to say, oh, guess what? I'll give you 50 jobs. 50 low-level skilled jobs, and you give us your beach, which we will never give you again. The only reason that they do not deny the gentlemen in the kayak is because they cannot rule the beach. And they try their best. They try their best. They can't put their foot on the sand. You know. They have to stay in that little canoe and sell their wares. It is at the point now where this relationship, it is no longer a symbiotic in relationship. You are becoming a parasite.
This thing is going to affect the fishing industry, right? We tell them plain, I am not approving it. Anything standards want, standards get. That's the way it goes. Whether we say yes or no, if you say no, you must get it still. Even with this meeting, I am the president for the group, and I was never informed until Mr. Abdul called me last night and tell me about this meeting. And a customers of mine called me and tell me about this meeting. And we have a fishing group in White House, but apparently they don't want us to come to the meeting. Because they don't want our voice to be heard. We always have a good relationship with Mr. Stewart from the beginning. He didn't break down bad. Because this don't make no sense. That is a form of disrespect.
Until this matter is settled, the community will continue to use its speech. And as was the case in some other areas, we will not allow for under any circumstance, any fencing of this property to happen. They're making it unequivocally clear, no, that we will not, because we know what our rights are, and we will not allow for any fencing of the property to take place. People are watching it around the clock, and if there are attempts to do that, we're going to remove it, because we know what will happen when it's fenced. Our access will be restricted until this is resolved, and we know the time it will take to resolve this, and we know that concurrently, in other instances where these things are being resolved, other things are happening that will further distance us away from having access to our beach.
I'm not sure if this assessment that looks at, moss and seagrass, I know it's very, very relevant, but I'm wondering if there's another type of assessment that is necessary to help us to determine how families and community and family life will be impacted by this project. Now, NEPA might not be the relevant agency to take on that piece of the evaluation or the assessment. But maybe we need to be...
Just want to prove something. So this is what I am showing Jamaica, that Andrew Holness is a puppet on a string. Andrew Holness will never, ever give beach access because he can't. So any promising as it relates to when election comes, you hear him pep up the argument and talk about, yes, the beach access need to look into, and every Jamaican needs to have access, to show you that Andrew Holness and them in bed. Let us go back to the first clip that we had presented. So I just want people to understand why we are connecting the facts together and show you so you have an holistic, right, understanding. Here it is with the first document. I presented to you. That's why I am referring back now to the document again. Here it is. Adam Stewart among 4 special investment envoys appointed to drive economic growth. So under no circumstances, right, it is Andrew Holness who appoint them. Under no circumstances, Andrew Holness is going to, right, deny them, right, any form of, so-called taking away beach access from them. Andrew Holness would never, ever do that. It is the same Andrew Holness, the same hypocrite, that when election time comes, it is Andrew Holness, right, who goes to the people in a little trickery and political strategy talking about beach access. Don't follow him. Him is a trickster, a con artist, and a scammer. Clear, here it is. Adam Stewart, Executive Chairman of Sanders Resorts International and Appliance Traders Group, which includes the Jamaica Observer Media Group, right? Because them control the news too, Them control the narrative to put out there, is among 4 new ambassadors, special investment envoys appointed by who? The Prime Minister, Andrew Holness. Take that away. So Jamaica, I am just asking you to be prudent. I am asking you to be prudent and know that when you vote, right, the reasons why you're voting, and don't let the Jamaica Labour Party continue to trick you day trick you noon and trick you night and trick you hearing and ear out. Andrew Holness, and all right. You see, like what I said earlier today, this is where we talk about intelligence and IQ. Remember, in terms of what I had seen with Andrew Holness, in terms of what he had said, you know, as it relates to criminals, right, meeting their maker. And when I look on the consistency of police killings, we have seen that Andrew Holness has never come out. Never come out. Never come out and speak anything. He's silent, meaning he endorses it. Likewise, Horace Chang, silence, he endorses it. And earlier today, I said, the Jamaican police killed an American. That is going to be the straw that breaks the camel back. My wife just got the information in terms of what the Prime Minister is saying, and Jamaica, you are going to shock. I am going to play it. But let me just cement this before, in the meantime, I'm doing that thing. Yes. Let me just cement this in terms of the beach access, right? Because we don't want to deflect quickly. But we are going to get to what the Prime Minister said because we just have it now. And I said that this is going to be the straw that breaks the camel back. Because guess what? This is an American guess. The country has to respond. And Jamaica is going to see, to show Jamaica, to wake up Jamaica, to say the Prime Minister and his administration doesn't care heck about Jamaican lives. And you have seen where Mark Shields came out and tried to strengthen the position of the government. Now, here it is, right? As it relates to beach access, tricking the people ear in and ear out, particularly when the election season. He brought up beach access and acted as if he's going to give beach access because he wants to vote. And he talked strongly. All Jamaicans are to indeed have access to their beach. But he's in bed with them. He's in bed with them and he will never, ever do that. Because Adam Stewart and Brian Jardim is not going to allow him to do that. And that's why I played the clip to show you the people are concerned as it relates to how Sandals chain, right, evolving as it relates to taking away beach access from the Jamaican people. And they show you the map as it relates to the Sandals chain hotel around Jamaica, right, taking away beach access. So then to the fact that he has a control over the government because he has a monopolistic control to the fact that he has a chain of hotels in Jamaica simply means he is one of the medium of employment that employ majority of these Jamaicans within the hotel industry. So consider that when you go up against Brian Jardim and Brian Jardim say to the Prime Minister, look, you see how much people I have employed? If I pull out now, you know, Jamaica, I really don't know, you know. If I am to pull out now, you know, Jamaica economic collapse. So you see anything I want, I have to get. This is what the manipulation, right? And why I'm saying don't listen to Andrew Holness because he can't give you beach access. He's going up against a king crony capitalist, which is Adam Stewart and Brian Jardim. So people, you have to utilize the sensibility, the cranium in understanding these issues. Don't make Andrew Holness use us as a political spawn. Don't make Andrew Holness use us as political spawn. And that is exactly what he's doing. Because he's a puppet, a political puppet for a crony capitalist. And that's why Andrew Holness, right, no matter what he has done, the level of criminality, the PSOJ who control by the Stuart, right, and controlled by them and those who got bought out in the criminality, getting a piece of Jamaica, robbing Jamaicans of their sovereignty. They are not going to call out Andrew Holness criminality. They know that it is wrong for Andrew Holness not to be certified, right? But put it this way, if it was Mark Golden, who came from the bosom of democratic socialism, they would crush him. America would crush him because he's democratic socialist. Want people to understand the political difference between capitalism and democratic socialism. If it was a democratic socialist in power, they would have crushed him. He couldn't. He couldn't survive not certified one time and be on the ballot. We are not asking that. Now let me just take this call. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hello, good evening, Mystic.
Good evening, my dear.
I just want to ask right now, you know, in this case, which I know long time Jamaicans can go to beaches.
Yes.
In Negril, the whole country, you don't have no beaches.
Yes.
All right? One question to Andrew Holness, because he said that the country is insured, right?
Yeah.
I just want to know who insured the country. Because I'm quite sure it's not him.
Exactly.
Because right now, Jamaica don't own by nobody in Jamaica. Jamaica, right now, we can tell ourselves, we that have a piece of land, that one day we're just gonna see ourselves take up from it, put somewhere else, and people come take our land.
Exactly, my sister. And that
remember, me telling you that.
And you're perfectly right. You are perfect, and that is why we are having this discussion, because our sovereignty is simply under threat by crony capitalists.
Yes, and they're having just a rip him around the finger, so they have him a wrap around the finger.
Exactly.
The big old idiot.
Exactly.
The big old dunce.
Exactly. I am happy. I'm happy for your call, right? And I'm happy that, you know, we are waking up our Jamaican people, right? Wonderful input.
I know that long time. Me tell me as me look at Andrew, we can see that thief in Andrew from the day he born. You see criminality in Andrew's eyes. I don't know how Jamaican people can see that. They labor rights. They can't see that.
Yes.
You know what some of them can't see? Because them are criminal themselves. That's why they can't see it.
Exactly. Exactly, sister. Right? I couldn't say it better than you. So let me give you that. I couldn't say it any better than you. Right?
Sir, you have yourself a good evening.
Thank you very much.
And I'm here on the live where I'm watching you guys, but there's definitely some things that I've seen taking place in Jamaica right now. Something crawl my skin.
Yes.
The other day when you showed the guy on the ground and his sister, they hold him. The policeman not destroy the youth. And if you see how they go on, I just have to say, God, you don't see them.
Exactly.
You don't see them. But may I tell us, you see the day when they will get them paid here, it's a day like today.
All right, my sister. I can feel the passion in your voice.
Have yourself a very good evening, and
thank you.
I will enjoy the program as long as you are on live.
Thank you.
I wish all the people on the live
all right.
Good life and long life.
And long life.
And be careful. Be
careful. All right. Thank you, my sister. Well said.
All right.
Right. As I said, these are the calls that inspired me, right? And I will always be fighting for my Jamaican people. I know that they don't like me, right? I am, I am so hated by them, because I am speaking the truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God. And I am going to show you now the clip as it relates to Andrew Holness, and we are going to discuss it. You know what? I'm going to change around.
The person who got killed at the airport.
Yes.
I have that, and I also brought up the one where he said meet the judge or meet them.
We could play that first, honey. All right, we are going to now start to change around the pattern tonight and open the phone lines. Try to take a different angles. We want people voices and views to be channeled through. Melting Pot, we are going to change the program a bit. Do you have anything to say before we just divert in terms of the newness that we are bringing onto the program? Let me hear it. Do you have anything to say, Pat?
No, not in regards to where really are going in Jamaica right now.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it is so heartrending that sometimes you don't even want to touch subject matter. But me just want to say one thing to the people in Jamaica. You see, from Andrew Holness joined the young arms of the Jamaica Labour Party. Remember, we are here say Seaga and mentor this individual here. So, by extension, Edward Seaga 2.0.
All right.
You understand? And in a film head, yeah, him have to come do the things where Eddie tell him to do to Jamaica. Because we know Eddie mash up Jamaica, We can't see it from all angles. From introducing gun to the society, to using fire to destroy Evelyn Tide home, to wrecking the economy when him alone in a government, to taking 31 million US and say him no remember, use it for build up him hotel empire, then rob the statutory deduction from the workers' salary to the tune of 455 million where him owe. So we just see a continuation of the same pattern. And I mean, this guy come and, excel pan it in a way where unbelievable. Because, him bring all killing in the equation. Yeah. Analyzing the youth them left, right, and center without any form of solution because him not come out, come speak. So you don't know what his intention is. Whether him have the solution for curve the situation or him have the fuel for throw up on the fire. Well, we see the latter, say the fuel him have throw up on the fire, him and crab. And the commissioner, the idiot one, who go to. So the whole situation now, it blow up in our face today. We have to come out, come speak about the US citizen. Because the ramification with that is not as it relates to in Jamaica, where nobody have the Jamaican interest at heart. But him have to make sure him say something. Because it's a United States citizen, Yeah. Them people that deal with law different from in Jamaica. I mean, no lawsuit that will reach the government and the GSCF. So it's just a matter of, when them are going to stop the senseless killing. When him go and come out and say something in regard to the whole, affair as it relates to several youth where we see on video how them life go. Yeah. Them life went like snowball in a sun. It just melt wet. Them not stand a chance. And I yield back the floor.
All right, blessing Melting Pot. So now we are going to play that clip as it relates to what the Prime Minister had said in terms of meeting Jamaica. Right? Let us show the hypocrisy within the whole process. Now look here, Jamaica. Listen up.
Our bite of the week comes from Prime Minister Andrew Holness. He was condemning gunmen who executed 8 people and injured 9 in Churchill Lane, Clarendon on Sunday. Here's our bite of the week.
Take my words very seriously. I am personally looking on all areas of the organization to ensure that all the resources necessary from the state, whether it is the financing, whether it is the international cooperation, whether it is the legislative support, will be made available to the security forces
to pursue this relentlessly. They must either meet a judge or meet their maker.
All right. Either meet a judge or meet their maker. And who we have seen meeting the judge and meeting their makers, you know what the Prime Minister stated there in Prime Minister phrase, right? We have seen people who are innocent, right? We have seen the Buju, right? We have seen the young man who got killed, right? As it relates to over 23 policemen went to his home, right? And killed that young man in his home. These are the people who we witness dying. But the Prime Minister has never come out. And has spoken on any of those situations. Not at all, because Jamaican lives don't matter. Right? I mean, yeah, we can kill them and done. Yeah, they are nothing. They are garbage. I don't need to come out and speak on them. Likewise, the Minister of National Security, right? We don't regard them, so we don't have to speak. No, the American who got killed today, listen to what the Prime Minister is now saying. The man who say that they will meet their maker or let us listen to what he's now saying. Meet the judge or the
Welcome back to Primetime News.
Special welcome once again to viewers on TVJ International in the Cayman Islands and online at onespotmedia.com.
Up first this evening, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness has broken his silence on last Sunday's controversial police shooting in Granville, St. James.
Addressing the JCF staff and Junior Command course graduation, Dr. Holness called for accountability while reminding officers that their core duty is to preserve life. Sandy Williams reports.
Hold on there, stop that.
Grief, anger, and growing.
Hold on there. Did we hear the Prime Minister say that? Hold on there, Jamaica. Did we hear the Prime Minister making a 180 degrees turn and them meeting their judge or meeting the maker? No, when I catch back the clip there for me. Catch it back. Catch it back from the start.
Granville, St. James.
Addressing the JCF staff and Junior Command course graduation, Dr. Holness called for accountability while reminding officers that their core duty is to preserve life. Sandy Williams reports. Grief, anger, and growing calls for justice. The fatal police shooting of Latoya Bulgin in St. James has ignited a firestorm of concern across Jamaica and beyond. As details continue to emerge, the incident has once again placed the conduct of law enforcement under the microscope, reviving long-standing fears about excessive use of force and the protection of civilian lives.
Less than a week ago, Latoya Bulgin from St. James lost her life in a police-involved shooting. I extend my sincere condolences to her family, her friends, her community, and all who are grieving. I know that the incident has caused pain, anger, and deep concern across Jamaica, and not just in Jamaica.
Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness has acknowledged the global reach of the tragedy, with disturbing images and reports circulating widely, prompting concern from Jamaicans overseas and even international observers.
So I've been receiving calls from Jamaicans overseas concerned and from friends who are not Jamaican, but who would have seen the incident circulated.
In the immediate aftermath, the police high command moved swiftly as the officer involved has been interdicted, pending the outcome of an ongoing investigation. But beyond procedure, Dr. Holness struck at the heart of the issue, which is the fundamental role of the state.
The entire objective of the state is to preserve life. I want that to be the default position. We do not pay taxes to fund the police force for the police force to be the instrument that takes life.
Jamaica, are we hearing this coming out of Andrew Holness' mouth? Are we hearing this out of Andrew Holness' mouth? No, Jamaica. Now can listen some more.
Or for any arm of the state for that matter.
A powerful reminder as human rights advocates argue that too many encounters between police and civilians are ending in tragedy. Dr. Holness also pointed to a key reform, the establishment of INDICOM, as a safeguard meant to ensure transparency and independent oversight whenever lives are lost at the hands of the state.
Having INDICOM established sent a clear signal that the state of Jamaica and the agents of the state of Jamaica will be held to account for the unlawful taking of life.
I'm going to make it talk, all right? Hold the line.
And any police-involved shooting or killing will be independently investigated to give assurance to the public that the state is not a purveyor of violence.
The Independent Commission of Investigations, INDICOM, is expected to provide updates as the probe progresses.
Well, we have a lot of things to talk about tonight. Let me begin with this caller who is on the line. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation Live. Please go ahead.
Yeah, man. First time calling,
Yes.
One word me have to say to the Prime Minister. One word me again. Foot and mouth disease.
Yes. Foot and mouth disease.
Foot and mouth disease. This man full of nothing but pure foot and mouth disease.
Okay.
He needs something to wash out his mouth. Foot and mouth disease.
Foot and mouth disease.
Yes, man.
Mighty goodness.
Anyway. Big up yourself, your wife, and the rest of people from the app.
All right, big up yourself, big up yourself. All right, the calls are coming in like hot bread now. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation Live. Please go ahead.
Big up yourself, big up yourself. All right, the calls are coming in.
Yes, please turn off the device in the background there. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation.
Good night, Mystic.
Good night, my dear.
Good, wonderful wife.
All right.
Mystic.
Yes, my dear.
Tell me, 100 and nearly 20 or 30, somebody have it dead before Andrew can come out and say something.
Mighty goodness, eh?
If the man is dead, I might think of be
exactly. I like how you mentioned that because he's coming under pressure with that, and he has to come and answer that. He might go on like him answer to this. Hold on. I chess him a plane. I chess him a plane.
You see what me I say, Mystic?
Yes.
Me say coming like a them 3 card man.
He not coming like he is.
Me say 100 had somebody have it dead before Andrew can come out and say something. What are these glorious little at the diaspora? Them are shine most of all, you know.
Yes.
The Jamaican, them, you know. But that's why come out, you know.
Yes. And with the death of the American, he's getting pressure behind the windows now. So he's going to come out and respond to it too, you know.
Lord God, Mystic, me say me hear they do some petition. Me want they go lift him up out of Jamaica, you know. Me want they go lift him up, Mystic, and take him up out of Jamaica into a terrible man.
Exactly.
What a powerful man.
There you go, sister.
Jesus have mercy. Me say me never see somebody. Why me no know? Then I say Seaga wicked, but him wicked and Seaga, you know.
Almighty goodness.
God Almighty.
Times 10.
Me say the man. Oh God, man. Me say the man wicked and Seaga. God Almighty. Mistake. Why me I tell you, your show is a nice show, boy. Me I
Thank
tell
you.
Mistake me why you send the tune. Don't give me no way start the program, you know.
Okay, all right. You have okay, all right.
Got the number. Okay.
Okay.
I just see the number.
All right, I see the number. Yeah, man. Me
Yes,
send it to you.
man.
Me send it to you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
cool.
Mistake, because why? When time that the tune they start playing a Mistake.
Aye.
Oh. And then when we done, you know, man, you go play a whole ugly mongrel and Jew.
Yes.
Hot, me see.
All right.
Me don't like you, the man, you know, man.
Exactly.
Man, man. Him too wicked.
Wicked man.
Him too wicked. Him too wicked, man. Boy, me I tell you, no Mistake. Mistake, me a one woman, you know, me love the politics, you know.
No.
Mistake, me say me, look here. Me say from manly time, you know.
Yes.
I used to ride the near Gasham Shaft Square, you know, man.
Aye.
Mistake, me love the politics. Me son they fight for me and me come to Canada. At 3 election, me go on back, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I go take loses, you know. I go get loses, you know.
All right.
Don't to that day, don't to last September gone. Me couldn't go vote, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, we are going to get to the helm of the government, man. Don't worry yourself. We are getting to the helm of the government.
Any demonstration I do at Canada, I want to make sure tell me because Canada me live.
All right. All right. All right, my sister. All right.
All right.
Bless up yourself. Bless your wife, we will send you that here.
Okay, all right. And thanks.
Are you welcome?
Right.
All right. So,
all right.
Yes. All right. So, Carla, now let me say this, Jamaica, as it relates to melting pot. I know you want to speak on this in terms of Andrew Holness coming out, you know. He's playing what we call chess, you know. Because of what transpired with the American today. Because of what transpired with the American today. He's coming under pressure for that. It is not so much about Bujo. Because remember, you know, when Bujo had gotten number 3, right? He did not say anything, you know. Until today, as it relates to the American being killed. And you are going to see him, right, under that pressure responding, because he has to respond, right, to the Americans when they are querying about that. Now, the Prime Minister is talking about, you know, the police, right, must ensure that they preserve life. The Prime Minister have no mechanism in terms of these policemen to preserve life. Number one, let me bust the Prime Minister bubbles. You have no mechanism for the policemen, right, to preserve life. Number one, if you have mechanism, you'd have given the police cameras, body cameras. Where are the body cameras? Hypocrite Andrew Holness. Where are the body cameras? That is a mechanism that can cause checks and balance. Do you have it? So don't try to set up another NEPA. Don't try to set up another NEPA. This situation is very serious. Don't bother believe you can nepotize. You understand? Without having any checks and balance. Right? In order to have the police in proper checks and balance and accountability, body cameras needed. And you don't have that mechanism. You don't have that mechanism. Secondly, you have to deal with what we call the use of force theory. Do you have the policemen going through workshop as it relates to use of force theory? No, you don't have that. Don't look here. Remember, Mystic Sensation and Melting Pot, we are in this space. If you don't have the mechanism where you create a workshop where policemen utilizing the use of force theory training and de-escalation training, you are not ready yet. Don't believe you can come out and spin this. You have to have de-escalation training. Make your policemen go through the workshop of de-escalation. You have to make sure your policemen go through the workshop of use of force theory. And if you don't have those two mediums, what you're saying, you're only speaking into the wind. Mystic sensation is telling you that. If you don't have these mechanisms, then you're not ready for your police to have checks and balance, and don't believe that you can come again and trick us. You are a scammer. Let me just make Mountain Pot speak.
Well, him can't play no chess game with this, you know. A Russian roulette, me see him a play, him shoot himself in his own mouth. Because the word from him mouth defile him, you know. As it relate to them to come and see the judge or meet them maker. But nobody now see the judge. And them maker, them a see. Because there is no arresting going on in Jamaica, you know. It's pure killing. Yeah. Number 3 has replaced arresting. And so for this guy come out and speak using the rhetoric where I use, yeah? So the man them out there to preserve life. When him tell them say to kill him and crab, yeah? The workshop, Sir Byron, yeah? It now go help on your police force, you know. Cause remember the training change up. If you have Israeli now come as the people them who are, you know, train up these young policemen. Yeah, nobody knows what are their method and their priorities. Yeah, we are having foreign counterparts involving in our national security program. And the foreign counterpart that is entrusted with such program is a set of people where you cannot trust. They don't have any form of protocol because we have seen how they deal with their own people and, you know, their neighbors. So I don't know what was the criteria why him decided, well, to move away from the local, you know, trainers them and get overseas people to come train up the police force. But in my calculation, it's worse the police force has ever been. So this foreign enterprise to come in at Jamaica come work, it's not working. Yeah. It is not proving its worth. Yeah. It is not entrusted with what we know police supposed to carry out, the mandate. Yeah. This what we say I go on right now. It sure you say the task force was set up is a task force designed to destroy Jamaican people. Yeah, and we know it come from Andrew Holness and Horace Chang. Yeah. But I know something did have to break the camel back. And we don't condole anything that, you know, destroy a human being. But sometimes you have to make reference to the circumstance. Yeah. The fact of the matter is that at the state kill the US citizen, you know. And a gunman, we are talking about now, you know. We are talking about the state. Now you show a video footage with a police in the state hanging on for dear life on the top of a motor vehicle that a driver was driving reckless, like him want to get rid of the policeman from off of the top of the vehicle, which eventually he did. But we never see any use of force. And we saw the whole, interaction between the driver and the police them in the US. But them never use no use of force. You understand? Everything was done in accordance to preservation of life. Now, Andrew cannot come out now and trying to do a 180-degree turn upon this, because the terms of event, we have the timeline, and you played back a while ago, when we use some derogative words as a statement, them don't supposed to use them word against the people in the country. Yeah? And the fact of the matter that, 311 were killed last year by the state, and currently 139. Yeah? That is telling you that is 450 right away. But we know them suppress the figure too. Yeah, no, nowhere else in the world you don't have that number projecting against any constabulary force. It's only Jamaica have that number. That is an unwanted world record. Nobody no want that. That is a world record. When I ask. Now this guy should be ashamed of himself. And what we have to look on in terms of governance is that the national security minister is ineffective and him choose not to fire him. The guy cannot travel. The guy is a criminal. Him is also deputy prime minister. Him choose not to fire him. Member Chang have a gang for himself called Stone Crusher Gang. Yet operate same place down at Granville. You understand? That is why he couldn't come out and, denounce the killing of Buju. Him couldn't do it. Because the caller rightfully said previously, it's like him would do a foot in a mouth disease. Yeah? So him cannot speak when it comes to certain reality, Yeah, because corruption, yeah, control that, why he can't speak. Because if him speak out, a man will leak out upon him. Now, when you have a country a run and a mafia scheme, then when you say it happen, it bound to happen. Yeah? And sometimes them go out of them way and cause, a different environment, yeah, of speculation and investigation. Now people in the United States, yeah, were asked the question, why did that policeman unalive the female US citizen? What give him the authority? Because in America, that wouldn't happen. So they will ask the question then, why Jamaica is not operating along the line of international security. You understand? And how you preserve your country and your people in life. Now this coming like is a shoot to kill James Bond series of film in Jamaica every day with the police, them license to kill. Them license to kill, And sometimes God have to work in a mysterious way. Yeah? Or me don't know if it's the devil. But some work of art sketch them today. Because you see how long we are asked for intervention from him, Crab, and the commissioner. And none of them would have come out. But see him have to run out today. And him have to. By all means, him did have to come out. Because you deal with international citizens. You deal with a guest who come at your country. You now go back home alive. Going back home in a body bag. Because of act of stupidity and act of ignorance where this police force where Andrew create. That's all me see them a mass out of the training, from the Israeli them. Ignorance. Too much brute force now has become the norm. So, and we know that brute force and ignorance, it does not cover the sense. You have to look at everything and use that terms of reference called discretion. No discretion is being utilized because there is no arresting going on. When you look and you see how much police officer, yeah, along with JDF counterpart, where them now called giant military operation, where you see them got people place, it can't be arresting. Back in the days, a policeman and one of them squaddy drive up and them come serve a summons or them come make an arrest. Yeah. Now you see a whole task force, but them can't do an arrest. Them do number 3. We see youth in a handcuff, a youth named Andre. Yeah, in a handcuff. Yeah. And more than one police officer upon the scene, but him end up get 3 or 4 shots. And when we look and see how the policeman shoot the youth, ignorance, impatient, it's like him say, "Chuck, forget about this, you give me too much problem, hold this." And him disperse. Him firearm. You understand? And we have said them thing there. Not supposed to happen. And then they don't need no investigation. You use the video. You use the video and prosecute the policeman in question. Yeah, sentence him for murder because you see it in a real time. What kind of investigation are wasting of the state resource to go investigate this? Them you don't need no investigation. Yeah? Because me don't know if you look for something whatever happen for put in the line of investigation for investigate. When you look for something where happen in front of your eye in a real time, where you know some AI production, what kind of investigation you must arrest them and charge them and send them to prison for murder, make prisoner beat them. You understand? Make them go in and go face the reality and what them do to the citizens them out in the street and in the community. Yeah, because when them go to prison, them a baby, you know. All of them policemen where you see and mash up the people them out the road. When them go in a prison, when them do send them in there, them a baby. Them ball like baby. Because take away the gun from them are not nobody, you know. So, you see this workshop thing, it not going to help them because you have to change who train them up, you know. Yeah. You have to move it from the mentality that where the Israeli them have. Or them angle them citizens and them neighbor like hog and dog. Yeah, you have to go back to our tried and proven we have training our policemen. Because we did have more discipline within the force. Yeah. You have to move out of them in your denim and put them back in a them, you know, stripe. Yeah. That me want to see. That have to change. You have to reduce the amount of gun where them have carry, especially the M16. That no use to police work. That is a war crime gun. So you have to reduce some of the force where the man them have. Them have too much force when you look and see a woman with all 3 guns. Policeman with 3 guns. Where am I doing too much gun? Them have magazine with too much round in it, long M16. Them are traumatized the citizen. And that me say I go on. The little baby them a run from them when them see them. Because the little baby them see too much things. Mash up them head. Yeah, and there is no trauma unit in Jamaica, you know, to go in the community, yeah, and protest these people when them go through them experience, you know. So what we are seeing from the Andrew Holness administration is that they are carrying out too much destruction in the country. Yeah, people are being destroyed mentally. You understand?
Somebody send me something.
People have been destroyed mentally. People traumatized. People are live with, fear of police in a them space. Right now, when the Jamaican citizens them to police, I dead them a look on, at the mercy of God, I protect them from the police and them gun. So we are say government need to get a hold of the situation. Yeah, and we don't need to hear from Andrew alone as a crime minister. We need to hear from the old Chinese descendant crab. And we need to hear from the lunatic commissioner with them have. Yeah. This need a whole, concerted effort by Jamaicans at home and abroad. Yeah. To make sure no all of them three nastiness when we just call out come address this problem. Because the commissioner have to take blame, Him have to take blame.
Yeah. Let me show you something where we have to address too. Because again, this is how serious the situation is. With the father and son being shot by the police, and people have to form human shield melting pot, you understand, to preserve their lives. Look at this situation. And Andrew Holness did not come out and speak on this to show you how serious the situation is in terms of, look at this situation.
Fighting for life, tensions erupt in Craigtown as police and residents clash following the shooting of two men during incidents involving members of the security forces. We're tracking the latest developments. Also developing tonight.
Dog dead, my friend. Really?
One second, let me just find exactly here. After two men were shot and injured during incidents involving members of the security forces on Wednesday. One of the injured men has been identified only as Chris. The video may be tough to watch for some viewers.
Hey, watch out my wicked! Don't let him go! Watch him as president of blame fears. Him wicked here. Watch him as we was fight. Him as president of blame fears. Him as president of girl fears. Him wicked.
The circumstances surrounding the shootings have not yet been fully established, and the Independent Commission of
no, this is Jamaica. this is something where most, hold on, Jamaica, this is something that it reached to a core of, you know, because right now I'm telling you that, believe you me, we can't process this. When it reached a state of mind that in order to save our Jamaican sons, our ladies have to form what we call a protection blanket, human protection blanket, casting themselves over the body of the person in avoiding the police from executing him. And Andrew Holness has not spoken on this. Oris Strong has not spoken on this. So you can see the strategy to commit slow genocide of the Jamaican youths. Why? Why? Why it take American citizen to die, to be killed by these slaughterers? We are calling it for what it is. These slaughterers, these human slaughterers. To the fact that now your police caught up in trouble, not to kill Buju, not for Buju. The purpose of the Prime Minister coming out is not for Buju. But he knows he have to answer to America as it relates to that American citizen who got killed by one of these trigger officers, police officers. The mentality stretch across far and wide. Throughout the police force, they are all there. These slaughterers, taking the innocent blood. What we had seen just a while ago, in order to save his life. Ladies have to form a human shield using their own bodies. And Andrew Holness not speaking about that. Mainstream media. Oris Strong, you who WikiLeaks have as a criminal, you who can't travel to the United States. It's a shame on this government. A callous shame on this government. Slaughterers. You are slaughterers. Without no hesitation. You are slaughterers. What say you, Melting Pot?
Well, we all know things, you know, deteriorating at Jamaica, you know, to the extent where the police force is, you know, in acquaintance with cocaine. You understand? Yeah, and I, for one, believe that most of these police, the Andrew will have, yeah, we are go about the place and I shoot the youth them, and I shoot the woman them. Them on cocaine. Them are snort cocaine. Them are druggists. Them no real policeman, you know. Them are criminal. The real policeman, them not do these things. And the real policeman, them don't support these type of killing. We know that for a fact. Yeah? So, we are categorically saying that, you know, a lot of these young boys were Andrew drying at the force.
What are the melting pot? Let me take a call here. What are the melting pot? Sorry. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation Live. Please go ahead.
Mystic, sorry if we just put in melting pot here right now, but did you hear of what happened in Montego Bay?
Yeah, we heard just bits and pieces that an American got killed there.
Yes, and to what and a lot of Americans gonna get involved. So it's gonna be a serious thing.
But I know, from once I saw it this morning, someone sent it to me, and that is the first thing I said. I said, look, from once American got killed by a Jamaican police, a lot of things is going to coming up. The use of force theory is going to come in because the Americans are going to query that, right? I mean, workshop as it relates to de-escalation, right, is going to come up. That's why I see Andrew Holness now coming out as a hypocrite. Hypocrite, you know? Yeah. Right? He's late. He has to come out because he knows that, right, he's going to have to speak on the situation with the American person that's been killed.
Yes. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk more. Cause we just come in and tune in back to your station, you know. So we're gonna talk more on this. We're just gonna listen out and see what is gonna happen.
All right.
We can escalate it more.
All right. Blessings, my brother.
All right. Take care of them. I listen to you. All right.
All right. Thank you. Yes, Melting Pot.
Yeah, man. When cocaine, find its way within a constabulary force, where the man them have it a cell, left, right, and center. Some of them use it. Enough of them use it. Especially the young boys them. Yeah, and so you have this type of, bruteful, senseless killing where you see happen in front of your eyes. And remember, them not have no respect for bystander, Them just make you see where I'm going. You understand? Them just have everybody head space right, in a frenzy. So the situation have to get some international attention. And we just sad say, an American female lost her life now. We are going to bring the attention to the situation in Jamaica. Because so it get highlighted, by the right people, and the right agency,
Exactly.
Them are still have time still, but them slow. Them slow. If you approach the government of the day and bring them under pressure for what them see happening in the country with the citizens. Not because we're black, it's supposed to happen to it. Yeah. We're not supposed to go through this type of separation under the whole administration. Where you say a black man run things in a Jamaica, but at this Jamaica become to give me the white man, give me Marky G. Yeah, because I see where Manly, yeah, the two Manly, Daddy Manly and him son do for Jamaica as white man. Me know many Jamaicans, yeah, have benefited from those two men, the Manly, time in power in a Jamaica. And so me no see when a black man apart from PETITION. Yeah. Cause Bruce Cole no do nothing, This a garbage, him worse. You understand? Shearer never do nothing either. Shearer was a betrayer. Yeah. And him never like black people either. Because the whole capitalist mentality with them having is that them see themselves white all when them black. And just see himself as a white man, to tell people that long time. Cause you see through him have mongoose eye. A mongoose eye, him having a look on him eye, a mongoose eye, them there. Him not like black people. And black people need to understand that Andrew is not the savior. Andrew is the deceiver, the corrupter, and the instigator. That's why me have him as the crime minister. Because look what the man tell people who live overseas. We meet some form of adversity and I return back home. So the Jamaica where them leave. And the Jamaica where them a come back home see. And if them think them can come and do what them want to do, them are going to either meet the judge or the maker. But we not see nobody meet a judge because no arresting not going on. It's the latter, it's the maker them a meet. No, when a leader use them word, then forgot prison. Him forgot the egg. Worse when we see on the back of the word when the China word when use. The upscale as it relates to state killing. ever since Andrew Holness and Crab use them two words where them use out of them nasty thinking mouth. Just look. If you add 139 to 311 or 450 you get. World record that, my people. So, him say a master for chess, but him couldn't play no chess with this one here. A Russian roulette him play, because he might kill himself. Yeah? He might shoot himself in his mouth, because the word from his mouth defile his body. So when him come out attack, you know, it's like a Russian roulette him a play. Holiness note say, the people of Jamaica don't hold no regard to him. Them not like him. What him a do on the back of September 3rd last year election, him a carry out a retribution against the black people. Yeah? And him a go everywhere. Him a go everywhere go disrupt them life in them community. And when them leave a trace of destruction behind. Yeah? Them leave community in shock. Them leave community in mourning. Them leave family members, yeah, in denial. So them family member gone. Can't believe. We look for Ramara Sterling father, you know. I see the man sit down with them spliff, you know. As much as the man calm and a reason, you know, and a show a strength of courage, you know. Him still in denial. Same son were innocent, gone. That's why you hear the man say, you know. He was like a baby to them. Yeah? So them take him life like how you take candy from a baby. Because when you look how the youth live, that's so. The man say at 3 years him come, they come live. The man say his son go through school and graduate, so him a bad boy. When you look and see how the youth set up him little thing. On the outside, it look dilapidated, but on the inside, the youth thing look good. It's a trying youth. Them youth, they're not in a no big gang fear or, you know, robbery scheme thing, cause him life would have set up different. He would have more security around him. He's a youth where live easy, not trouble nobody. You see him place it. Him not have no farmer security. Him door open outside. Outside him door open. But the state kill him. Yeah. And when you look, a countless of them that surround the place. If him run, him get killed same way. Them surround him little village where him camping at. So the situation is bad. And me know it will get some attention now. Me know them have to rein in this corruption, senseless killing. It have to stop now. Me not ask. That's why I'm come out, come talk. A pressure reach him. And the pipe bust. Him did have to come out, come talk. But him not come talk for none of the 139. Now the 311 from last year.
No.
Yeah? Him have to talk because of the one American citizen. Because this I will bring down the international community upon them. Yeah? Yes. And it's only sad that the international community have to lose one of them citizens before them address the problem we are going in Jamaica. And as I say, don't look on with skin color. We are same flesh and blood. And we are created by the same maker. Yeah? So it's a corruption. Sometimes when people participate in a corruption, you know. Yeah? And laugh at the demise of other people, you know. You see when it reach them, that different kettle of fish. And I yield back the floor to you, Sir Lord Byron.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's where we come to the end of our program, right, tonight. And we want to say, again, a big thanks for you to come out and support the second lap. Really appreciate it. Let me just turn over to Wifey for Wifey to close us out. All right.
Okay, guys, as usual, thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate each and everyone's continued support. Thank you to those who have been here from the beginning of the journey. Thank you to those who joined us midway. And thank you to all the new supporters that have come on board. Really appreciate each and everyone. And also thank you for joining the membership. We had one new person yesterday, and we had Linda join the membership tonight. Thank you so much. And
thank
for
you.
That donation, Pamela, we really appreciate that. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. And guys, bless up each and every one. Thank you for making it an interactive discussion tonight. We know that you could have been otherwise minded because there's so many channels out there. There's so many things that you could have been doing, and you chose to be with us. So we do not take that for granted. We want to say have a wonderful and blessed weekend. Keep safe and safe travel on the.
Oh, someone said tell the people about the petition because my wife and I, we signed the petition, right? So people, right? There's a petition that's sent out. Let me just finish off with the petition to make sure that people are signing the petition because this is serious, and we are to get together to unite in strength, right? So let us. So my wife and I had already signed the petition, right? So please sign off on the petition, right? You have put it in the chat?
It's on the other phone, so I can't send it to the chat from this phone.
Okay.
So it's Jamaica demands accountability. A call to action from the Jamaica people. Jamaica demands accountability. It's going around. There are 6,698 signatures so far. They're requiring 93,302, but I think it says that 15,000. We need a minimum of 15,000 signature for the government to be required to respond. Our goal is 100,000.
Okay.
So, let me see. How am I good? Let me see.
You want to send
it? Let me send it to Mystic Nation, and then you take it.
Okay, because we want to send it into the chat so that they can people can join on. Because if you go through, you will see that we signed off on it already. Awesome. This is it?
I'll have to follow.
All right.
Forward.
So we want to send it so that people can.
I did send Mystic Nation.
Okay.
I'll take it from Mystic Nation and put it there. And what I will do, I will pin it in the description section of the stream. Once it's finished, I will pin it in the description section. Let me just take it from Mystic Nation and then hold on.
Let me send it to you now.
I have it.
Okay, all right.
Just a process too.
All right. So melting pot, so we will link tomorrow,
All right. So it's the link to the petition, and as I said, I'm just gonna pin it in the description for this video, so you can go in there and get it. Richard, just send me a message to say hi, and I will send it to you, or just click in the description at the end of this video. Go into the description section and you will see it there.
And here is Freedom highlighting. Freedom is highlighting, right? The Magnitsky Act, right? So people, let us join, man. Unity, strength, right? We need those signatures. We need those signatures, right? So please, right? Do the do. Let us move to fix Jamaica, people. Move to fix Jamaica. Do the do, right? So that is it. And we are out for tonight.
All right. So blessings, guys. Have a wonderful and blessed weekend. Melting pot. Bless up
Bless
yourself.
up.
Enough love and respect, sister and brother.
All right.
Okay.
I don't want you come to me with that foolishness, you know. You elect a prime minister, and is a prime minister run the country. It is time we learn to hold our leaders accountable for their actions and stop making excuses for them. Stop making excuses. Otherwise, go elect the people who really run in the country. And I don't want the right side that stupid argument. Hold the people you elect accountable and stop making excuses for them.